should be back again with another hand cam stream. Hello, hi. Hey there, Mike. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up? Yeah, today's stream might be a little shorter than anticipated. We might have to do this as a two-parter. So I severely underestimated how much art I have, and also how much blank paper I had in between. So I do have, I think, all of my loose leaf art ready to go. Like we can, oh god. Oh. There we go. I have all of that ready to go. So we can look at that and laugh. And luckily most of the worser, I guess, art is loose leaf. Also, some of the better art, kind of, is loose leaf. So you'll get both ends of the spectrum, kind of. But I have a lot of sketchbooks with stuff too, and I tried. Oh my gosh, the amount of effort I had to put into this stream. I did not realize how many times I freaking signed my art for some reason. I was like, why? Why am I signing all of this? So I had to go in with like sticky notes and like cover my name so I don't friggin' dox myself or anything. And doing that in my sketchbook, luckily in my sketchbooks, most of them don't have initials, but they'll have like my name somewhere in them. Oh my gosh, some of them do have, like, some of the older ones, which is what's worse, have initials on every single page. I'm like, why? Why did you do this, Aloe? Why? Because now I have to go through like every single page, and I also have some sketchbooks where I have stuff that maybe I don't want to share yet, and or maybe other like friends' information that they put in there, because this is a sketchbook for me that at the time was nowhere. I never thought I'd be like putting it online like that. So I have to go be more diligent with that stuff. So for now, we're just gonna do the loose leaf stuff. And then if y'all want to, we can go through sketchbooks some other day at another point. But for now, we're just gonna go with that. I've been working on my fan projects again. Nice, nice. I posted a test animation for my fan animation on Discord. Ooh, can't wait to see it. Yeah, let's go. Love test animations. Let's go, let's go. Hopefully the rest of your projects are doing all well, Mike. I remember the ones you've talked about seemed very time intensive. So I hope everything's been going well. Okay, first off, before we get into the art, I guess, same rules. My setup's as good as it's gonna get for now. If we get an inadvertent face reveal, I'm deleting the stream. You guys have to pretend that this never happened. VOD will be non-existent, and all of you have to pretend it didn't happen until I eventually do a face reveal. But for now, that's just because technically my phone could fall and like flash my face, technically. I highly doubt it. It's like gripped onto the stand, but still, there is a universe in where it could happen. Anyway, getting back into art. So I genuinely do not remember all of them, and I can't find all of them, which is what kind of sucks. I don't know what happened to them. So I'll try to remember which ones were and which ones weren't. But in high school, I took AP art, and I still have the portfolio. I sent in pieces, but I don't remember all of the ones that I sent. They're all kind of jumbled up now with all my other pieces that I put together after high school, and some college ones as well. So I'll mention it if I remember. These are all out of order. Yeah, we'll just see how things go, because I don't actually remember, like, I was trying, I was really aiming to be able and put my older pieces first and then the newer pieces, but I didn't have the time, dude. I had to freaking block my name out of so many of these pieces with sticky notes. I went through so many sticky notes that I just didn't have time. I was like, fine, whatever. I still hadn't made the thumbnail for today's video. Like, it was what it was. It's fine. I'm looking for voice actors once I finish my script to my fan projects. Since my older voice actors are doing their own projects, I only have one of them who will still do it. Oh, I mean, do you have like a deadline, Mike? If your deadlines may be pushed a little past when they're busy, maybe they can come back onto your project. Maybe it's just like they're just busy now, but if you push it out just a little, like, definitely don't give up. Ask to see how their schedules could adjust with yours. Because if you already had a vision, that sucks that you'd have to find new voice actors, but hopefully they can work around with you. Hey there, Dad. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nice hands. Thank you. But alright, let's go ahead and get in. So I'm gonna try to not dox myself, like I said. But just kind of as proof, I'm gonna just do it over here next, like right here, next to my models, because I don't want to. I think if I pull any more on screen, I'll start like doxing myself. But AP Studio Art Portfolio. Hold on. Okay, you're just gonna have to believe me. The two options were for drawing and 2D design. I got put in 2D design because I don't remember if my high school offered drawing, like AP art drawing. But I basically just did drawing. I didn't do like actual like design work, I don't think, at least, but it is what it is. I have some drawings as well. Hey, nice. I have one voice actress to impersonate one of the characters for the Murder Drones fan animation I'm working on right now. Nice. I mean, one is already a great sign. They see potential in your project, Mike. Must feel great. Okay. That was my portfolio that I like sent all of my art in. And I just wanted to show that I did take AP art in high school. That was like a while ago, but still, I did take it. And I did, I guess I'll just spoiler, my score was surprisingly a 3. When I show you the stuff I sent in and what I see like pop up on my YouTube, especially back even back then, not now, but back then I would see what people sent in and they got 3s or 4s. And I was like, how did I even get a 3? They must have been on a like a lunch break. They just got back from lunch break or something when they scored my pieces, because mine are not good at all, but it's fine. An old design of my book. Hey, nice. But okay, like I said, sketchbooks maybe next time. For now, we'll just be doing loosely. And I feel like I'm gonna go through them pretty quick. We'll see what happens. But yeah. AB portfolio out of the way. I don't think I can dox myself anymore. Let me go ahead. Trying to make sure that I had to cut out like poster board, because what I'm about to show I still think is pretty cool. And you might see in some of my other pieces as well, and I still find it like, I don't know, like drawing therapy kind of. Like, you know how some people will coloring books, that's like their art therapy? This is mine. And I learned about it in high school, and I have been doing it ever since, but I am very lazy and I don't finish anything. This is one of the only things I've ever finished with it. With this like theme, I guess. The only thing is we made like an art in high school. We made our own like portfolio, kind of pseudo portfolios. It was just a poster board folded in half. And then we taped the sides with duct tape so that you could like open it like a pocket. And our teacher made us design the front of the portfolio with our names in the center though. So my real name is in the center. I had to put cardboard over it so that you guys can see the rest though, because I think it looks cool. I still am very proud of this. It's not that cool, but I still find it impressive. Hey there, K-Star. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello. For shame, not making a preset for chat. Oopsie. Oh, wait, I didn't move. I always forget to move you guys to your appropriate location. For this one, you guys can go a little higher up, since we don't have hills to not block. I can show you if you want me to. Oh yeah, for sure. Post it in the Discord, Dad. Enzymes grab the books and doodle on the old drawings. No, well, some of them fine. Some of them, please. She only has a hard time with expressing a lot of emotion, but since the character she's impersonating has a very robotic, it wouldn't be too much of a problem with the character. Nice. It's a very well impressionation. Very good impression. Sorry, not impersonation. Impression. Hey. Nice. Congrats, Mike. But alright, let me stop teasing. I'm just like triple making sure that my name isn't anywhere on here. Here you go. This. And it like opens up like a pocket seat. So that's how you could... Oh, Okay. Ooh, I didn't open it enough, thank God, because this is Sharpie, so it definitely bled through, so you would have seen. But, yeah, Zentangles. I love Zentangles. You don't have to see all of it, but, like, this was all done with, like, a fine tip Sharpie. And I still love doing these to this day, like little designs on like just sheets of paper. I love detail. I love detail. I love every like minuscule like dude in high school, and still to this day I love like the 005 micron pens, like the thinnest you can get them. The thinnest you can get them is what I love to use for like line work and stuff, because I just love adding so much detail. I think it looks cool. So my name is back here with like kind of manga like panel frames, and then yeah, this was my portfolio in high school that we used to put on all our like assignments. And I think I have a couple of assignments, but I didn't add all of them just because some of them I was kind of like I didn't really feel like taping names on them anymore because they wasn't really that worth it. Like studies, like eye studies, nose studies, contrast, like studies like that. So I just didn't add those to this. And I know I'm missing some pieces too, because I know for a fact I have more loose art around the house somewhere. I know I have them, but I don't remember seeing them while I was sorting through my art. So there's even more stuff, but like I said, like it just took so long to have to tape my name over like with sticky notes that I was just like, this can be a two-parter if you guys like this one. Alexander Allen. Oh. Wait, Alexander? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, yesterday I beat a person on Champions who tried using a psychic terrain strat. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna call you that now. Wait, why Alexander Allo? This looks so cool. Thank you. Same, adding detail so lovely. I love it. You're the kid who asked for their art to be on the fridge, didn't you? Actually, I was not. I was very much against it. I hated showing my art until like, I don't know, like 10th grade, and that was, even then I hated showing my art IRL. I would finally started kind of getting into the gist of posting my art on like Instagram and stuff. Oh my chair keeps, let me do that. My chair keeps bumping into the desk. Sorry for the shaky camera. But yeah, I did not like people seeing my art. I was very like, people probably thought I was hiding like, I don't know, I can't even imagine, but bad stuff probably, because I did not like people seeing my art. I was very defensive, like, no, please don't look. I don't care. No, please no. Oh, let me not. It's poster board, so it's pretty thick, but I'm still scared you might push it through. Toss that over there for now. Oh, Papa Aloe. Oh, look at what Aloe made. Let's hang it up. What? Basically, like I would let them put it up, and then I would take it down and be like, my teacher asked for it again. I have to take it back in. She forgot my grade. I have to take it back in for grading. And then hopefully by then they would just forget. And it usually worked. Usually they'd be like, oh, okay. And then I take it and I just put it under my bed. And they never asked again. I guess they just assumed the teacher had to keep it till the end of the year or something. So it worked out for me because I hated showing my art. I still kind of do. I'm okay with showing it now because this stuff's pretty old. Speaking of old, I'm just gonna go ahead and breeze through the first, like the 3 ones that are in the thumbnail. I don't remember when I made this one. Oh, I do remember because it's on the back. This was 9 years. Holy crap, this was 9 years ago. This is back in 2017 I drew this. It's fine. It's okay. I don't mind it. However, okay, I am gonna caveat. With a lot of this stuff is drawings. I said drawings, not art, because some of this stuff was me, like this was not something that I was ever gonna put as a portfolio piece. Like, oh, this is my own character or something. I genuinely do not remember which some of these pieces might be like me not tracing, but just kind of like drawing it over, like transferring kind of, I guess. Like I would just draw it on a sheet of paper while I had the reference on my phone or computer over here, but it was like someone else's art and or the official art from the like anime or whatever spoiler, most of this is going to be anime, but there's some stuff that isn't anime, like the Zentangles from before. I genuinely do not remember if this piece was someone else's, and I just drew it over. The background I definitely did, because it's just basic snowflakes. But yeah, I don't remember. I think this might have been someone else's, and then I just wanted to draw it because it looked cool. I hate the colors because I think I was trying to use Copics and I just didn't have all the colors available, so I tried replacing it with colored pencil, and like this one I don't really like. But it's fine. It's not horrible, especially for like 9 years ago. That's fine. It's okay. It looks cute. Looks familiar. That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know which pieces, because I'm not trying to take originality, like creativity credit. That's why I'm gonna put this out right now. Like, some of this stuff might be someone else's like super old art, and I just drew it myself. I didn't trace. I know for a fact I did not trace. Maybe at the worst, what I could have done for a couple of these pieces, and I'll probably remember some of them, will be the grid method, because I learned how to do that in high school, and I was like, ooh, that's cool, I want to do that. Oh, it works, it looks awesome. So I might have done like the grid method, where, you know, you put a grid and then you just draw what's in each box when you put a grid over the original image. But yeah, if it looks really good anatomy wise, high chances are that this was like someone else's. I just found it on like Pinterest or Google or Instagram, and I just was like, oh, I want to draw that, and I drew it. But it is not my original idea. For the most part, I'm pretty sure. Or it was like official art and stuff, and I just wanted to draw that. I've been having issues with rendering my character animation in Blender for my Murder Drones fan animation, because I'm viewport, it looks normal, but once I rendered... Ooh. Exporting is a challenge. I'll leave it at that. I wish you the best of luck, Mike. Ugh, I don't know anything about Blender, unfortunately, so I can't help there. That's what I did back in middle school, too. Yeah, I technically started drawing in middle school. I started in, like I doodled throughout my whole life. Like, as a kid, I loved art supplies and stationery and stuff, so I liked to draw, but it was mostly doodles. It was never finished illustrations or anything. I didn't start doing finished illustrations till, like, 8th grade in middle school. And that's because my art teacher started an art club, and I wanted to get into my fancy schmancy high school, so I needed like extracurriculars. Because my grades were good, but they were like, you need to add stuff too, though, like extracurriculars, like math olympiad and like science club or stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, I've always had an interest in art, and I'm taking her art class, so I may as well join the art club. But then I really got into art in high school, because that's when I discovered anime. Am I go to someone who's more experienced in Blender to help me? Oh, yes, definitely. If there's like a Discord for Blender or something, definitely try asking there, hopefully. Maybe Reddit threads with Discord issues like that. Because it doesn't sound too new. That sounds like a common issue, probably. I'm having a hard time in animating a walk cycle, so I might need help for that. Ooh, I've tried to do that, not actually, but like just a rough. Too hard for me. That's why I've put animating on the back burner. Also, you need to make tonight a 3-hour stream to compensate. I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream. So I did not realize how long or how much art I actually have. So it took me forever to put little sticky notes, because I freaking initialed so much of my old art. I don't know why it wasn't that good. But I had to put sticky notes over the initials, or like my name. And that took so long that I didn't get to go through all my sketchbooks, because my sketchbooks are even worse. Those have like drawings from like friends or notes from friends that I'm not putting that out there. That's between me and them. Like, not bad, but like names, personal information, not like, you know, super serious stuff. But this was definitely something that they wrote, because they probably, and I didn't either, ever thought that a sketchbook of mine would ever end up online. So I'd have to vet through those very meticulously before I do another stream for those. So right now we're just going over loose artworks, like on a piece of paper kind of thing. So we'll see how long the stream goes, because I feel like it might go kind of fast, it might also go kind of slow. We're already almost half an hour in, and we've only seen 2 pieces, so technically only one. The other was a portfolio drawing. So I'll probably go to some more professional experience for sure. Oh gee, I love the grid method. My math teacher had us do it and I needed to remember how to do the boxes. Yes. Oh my gosh, the grid method was literally, you'll see it when we get to some of my pieces, some of the pieces I have here. Grid method was amazing. I loved it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I can draw anything. Hey there, JP. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, looking at old art. Yee. Old art. Like, some of it's like, this one's 9 years old. 9 years ago, I drew this, dude. Ella, do you ever do that one art thing of drawing something without lifting your pencil off the page? We'll get to that. Yes. Wait, yes and no. That's contour drawing, I believe. I have a blind contour drawing over here somewhere in my stack. We'll get to it though, for sure. That was one of our assignments though. I didn't do it of my own free will. That was an art assignment, but I'm pretty sure I have it here. I think. Because I have a stack of drawings that are like either just not worth showing because they're like unfinished doodles that are just like basically nothing, just an outline of like a body, or just blank sheets of paper that I have that were intermingled with all my finished pieces. So we'll see. I put some stuff away. Like I said, some of my art assignments I put away because I was like, this isn't really like a study on eyes and noses and lips. Like, you guys don't want to see that. That's boring. So I didn't add those and a couple other things that I just didn't think was worth showing. So we'll see if I did. I think I added it, but I'm not sure. I can use Blender and use Unreal Engine, but I have absolutely no idea how to use it. I've heard of Unreal Engine. That's how little I know. That too. Which mean, hello. We all know your name to Deku. It's fine. Yes, my name is Deku. That's my legal name. Okay, so I think this is another one that I'm pretty sure was someone else's drawing, and I just drew with my own like art supplies. I just tried drawing it. Ooh, I also didn't realize my initials are on the bottom of this one, so that was in the thumbnail as well. That was Dobby. But yeah, I like this one. I still like this one pretty. It could have done more with the background. I think it looks worse on camera than it does in real life, but I like it. I still like it. Felt that when you've done a great drawing and you're proud of it, but you haven't written your name. It's the worst spot. I know, dude. Some of them you'll see, and I know that there's worse ones in my sketchbooks for some of them. Luckily, like I said, we'll get to those at another time because I did not have time to go through them. Alexander Alozyme Alozyme. Worst case, Alo can do a quick sketch if we go through so much. Ooh, maybe. Well, maybe. We'll see. If I don't even reach the 1 hour and a half mark, then for sure. But if we reach an hour and a half, I might just call it quits there. We'll see. Have you ever tried to redraw your old drawings in your own style? Oh, I really want to. I really hate that I stopped. I have some and I don't know. I don't think they're in this stack. I think they're in a folder that was under my sketchbooks. So that kind of sucks. But I did have 2 or 3 characters, like kind of just general OCs. Like I didn't even give them names or backstories or anything. But, what was it? I drew them, I think, 3 years in a row. And you can kind of see a little improvement, but I stopped doing it. So it sucks because they're like probably 7 years old at this point and I've never redrawn them. But I might make that into like a little video series or maybe a stream where I try to draw them. That could be fun. I've thought about doing that. Not sure yet. I feel like I could. Probably more of a video idea, but yeah. This one, by the way, is my medium of preference was originally, believe it or not, was Sharpie. I think was the first thing I really started using. I used Sharpies a lot. Not for long though, a couple months. Then I switched immediately over to colored pencil. A lot of colored pencil, dude. Colored pencil, Crayola colored pencil, not Prismacolors. I used Crayola colored pencils. Some of these, like I was kind of cooking. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I have too many of the Crayola ones here. Like I said, I know they're here. I think they're like in frames somewhere in a broom closet in the house. Because I could not find them in my portfolios, which sucks. But some of them I kind of cooked on them. Because they're freaking Crayola. I don't know how I blended them. But then I switched to Prismacolors. Then I started doing this, is what I think my favorite medium, at least to a certain degree, still is. This is in watercolor. I really love watercolor. I tried acrylics, not my favorite. I have a couple of acrylic pieces. Don't love acrylic, sorry, maybe one day. But love watercolor. This also has, I believe, some... No, actually, I think this is all watercolor. I don't think this one has any colored pencil in it. And then I switched over to Copics a little bit. Copic / Prismacolor pencils. And then after that, I just went full digital, and I have not gone back. I don't think I have the original sketches I made in art class for that lesson, but I do recall the designs. Hey. Of course, hello looks so cool. Recon still looks nice. Hello. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to read through these because I did see. Oh, I see the face, and I was like, my face. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at OBS. My face, is my face somewhere? What did I do? Oh no. Oh wait, retroactively read. It kind of looks like there's a face up on the top left. Yes, I see it now, like right here. And what's funny is this was 100% just me doing washes of black watercolor to kind of be like smoke, like a smoky background. But I definitely see it as well. That's cool. But I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I was panicking. Staring at us. What you mean, hello? Why you know give them names? They were just drawings I made, and then I was like, well, I drew this. I may as well show it. I'm tired of holding this because the initials are like right here, so I'm gonna put this away. I have a friend who could actually help me with my soundtracks. Nice. He's working on a soundtrack for a game he's working on. Nice. But he said he wouldn't mind helping me. Yeah, great to have friends in the industry. Let's go. Even in my first 3 OCs, ironically enough, they were OG 3 different personality transformations. Then I ended up making them their own thing. Hey, okay, I will say I do not recall who my first OC... No, I do, but it's gone forever. Technically, my first OC ever was on Microsoft Paint on the family laptop, but that thing is gone. Like, we threw that out when I was, like, halfway through college. Like, that laptop's gone. Even our second family laptop is already trashed. So that piece is just gone forever. It was a poorly done vampire type guy called Vlad, I think, or something like that. He just had black hair. It was a turquoise background, just plain solid background. It wasn't even like anything in the back, just the color was turquoise. He had on a brown jacket, a blue shirt, pitch black hair. I don't remember what color his eyes were, but he had the little fang on the side, and that was it. And it was very poorly done because I used a mouse or MS Paint. And I still wish I had that because I wanted to redraw that so many times. I've been like, I wish I still had that. Redraw it, but it's gone. It's gone forever. I have other old Cs like in my sketchbooks, but like I said, not gonna get to those today. Maybe one day though. Because my pencils are the best. Yeah, I haven't touched my collection because I don't want to waste them. That's how I was, but now it's just because I prefer digital. But I do need to do an art stream where we do traditional art. Copics are so nice, but lordy, if you're not careful, you can flood one side with ink. Yes, you have to be very careful with Copics. I ended up impulse buying some Ohuhu markers like years ago, and it kind of sucks because they're pretty good, but I feel like the pack I got, which was like a 50, didn't have enough transitional colors, and I don't know enough about like blending them for it to look too good. Also, I just don't do traditional art enough, so it kind of sucks. They're kind of wasting away with like my 35 other Copics that I also did not buy with transitional colors, so is what it is. It's fine. That's kind of probably why I switched to digital, because I was like, now that I can, I have every color. I don't have to buy them. I'm done. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, did you think you face revealed? LMAOO, now we need face. I genuinely thought that somehow the camera had angled, and I just, for some reason, even though I'm looking at OBS, like I'm literally looking at my art piece through OBS on my PC over here, I thought somehow it had angled in a way that you guys were seeing my face. And I was like, oh. I still need to figure out how to use that armor, though. It was dope, though. Wait, which armor? I'm gonna know you. Bye. Bye, Mike. Thank you for stopping by. And good luck with all of your projects. Good luck. You got it. Wait, what? Aloe? What did I do? I'm sorry, I'm behind. Question, have you ever played D&D and made an OC and draw them? No. I'm not gonna lie. One of the biggest reasons I think I would ever get into D&D is purely because I would want to have an excuse to fully, like, go just all in on an OC. Like, come up with an OC for a campaign. It's kind of just that. It sounds fun, but that's like that would be my main like drive, would be like, I need to, because I haven't played a D&D campaign, so I don't actually know if I'd find it fun, but I've drawn and I know I'd find it so fun to start finally like giving an OC like all this backstory and having to delve into their personality, and like that'd be really fun because I'd be forced to do it now, so I would finally have like an OC that's like very intricate, you know? Oh, hey, Aloe, got something for you if you want to challenge if you're doing sketching later in the stream if possible. We'll see. Oh, who markers? Yes, they're like the knockoff Copic markers. I didn't buy them for a while because I thought they were just knockoff, but they're pretty good. They're actually very good. They're a very good like bargain, like economic. Calling them knockoffs feels like an insult because they're very juicy, very pigmented, very good quality markers for way cheaper. I got the 50 pack for like 30 to 40 bucks. I think Copic markers at market value, unless they've changed since the last time I saw them, you'd get like what? 8 markers? No, not even 8. Because they're $8. So like you'd get like 6 markers maybe for around the same price? For 50? Nah. No. I think you mispronounced. No. They're Ohuhu. I'm pretty sure. Because they start with an O. Ohuhu. And I've heard other YouTubers call it that. Oh, you're not that much of a boomer for tech. For my OGs, the core was an armor. What? Oh, it can be fun. I love making backgrounds and story for my characters. I always start, but I never go enough into it. That's why I feel like I need the motivation. Just need a group in DM that can fix to your taste. Ah, gotcha. Yes. Thankfully for you, Aloe, maybe later this year or next year, I might be able to DM a campaign for you. Hey. I got the thing from a campaign I backed, and they sent me the rulebook finally. Ooh. I was joking about the... Oh, okay. I was like, wait. I swear I've heard people call them Ohuhu markers. I'm going to be really embarrassed if I'm calling them the wrong thing. I mean, for D&D, you don't need to think too much for backstory, but I would. I would definitely... I've seen other artists that I follow on, like, YouTube talk about their D&D characters so... Like, they have a whole, like, timeline. I was like, I want to do that. But I don't have the motivation, and I also have too many OCs. I'm thinking of maybe doing that as a stream as well, because I know you messaged me about Art Fight K-Star, and I really need to get my OC spreadsheets for Art Fight. I want to have all of them up. I don't want to have just like 4 or 5. I need all 13 of them up. So I need to finish them though. And now what sucks is that now I'm thinking like some of the ones, the 3 that I finished already, I feel like they're not intricate enough. So I'm probably going to delete them and start over, which sucks because they took so long. But I might do a stream where like I won't delete them, but I'll keep them as like reference. Where I'm just like, help me prepare for Art Fight or something like that. But we'll see. I don't know if I want to make it a stream because I feel like then I'm kind of inviting like opinions. And I kind of want my OCs to be fully designed by me. Like, I don't want to be influenced. At least these 13. I really want to be, like, influenced purely by me and anything that I see. I don't want to get, like, even if it's a super cool idea and it would have fit them perfectly, I want it to be, like, fully, just these 13. Any other OC, I don't really mind. But these 13, I really want to be designed by me kind of thing. And I feel like if I have chat on the side, you guys are going to come up with really good ideas, and then I'm going to add them on, and then I won't feel like it was my full OC. It was like a chat OC. But, okay, well, I've been yapping. Holy crap, yeah, this stream is going to be kind of long. Never mind. We're almost at the hour mark, and I've been yapping for too long. I'm sorry. Ooh, let me real quick triple check. I don't know why I scratched my name out on this one, but that works. Here's one of the other ones. This was one of my AP art portfolio that I sent in. This one's pretty big, if you couldn't tell. It becomes our life, our babies. I know, that's why. I was purposely getting lost. No. Then we give them trauma for seasoning. Yes, I love that so much. I need to give them more. I mean, I need to help them resolve it. 13 for shame, Aloe. I made like 33 for my first story. Well, no, these are like the 13 is like the main cast. They're like all 13 would be like the main cast, one main character, but they're like the main cast of characters. I have ideas for the other ones too, but they're not the main 13 from the story that I have in my head, so that's why I want them to be a little more special. I now have them split, though it'd jump to 40 with the split. Just kick us and tell us the schedule you create. But then I'm not talking with you guys, so I feel like it's weird. I don't know. I might still do it, and I'll just like put like a disclaimer like on the screen, like saying please no opinions. Just it'll be like a just chatting stream, or you guys can ask me questions and I'll just answer. But I don't want to be influenced. Basically, that's basically it. we need you to yap. Yeah, that looks cool. Yes, this one is mostly colored pencil. And this is Crayola, because I don't think I started doing Prismacolor till... No, it is Crayola, because I did not want to use my Prismacolors on this. This is Crayola, watercolor for the background, like the sky effects, and then Copic just for her skin tone, because I was at least smart enough to get a good range of Copic skin tones that could blend. It was only for lighter colors though, because I thought I was never gonna buy Copics again. So I was like, okay, I want to draw all the anime characters that I'm watching right now. Like, so I need to pick the friggin' pale and like shadow one. And then I had a brown for hair, but I had to get a darker shadow here. And yeah, don't think too hard about the shading and anatomy of this. It's not the best. But I'm not gonna lie, I still don't know what's fully wrong with her face. Because my art teacher at the time, when I presented this as my final piece for a grade, I got a good grade, by the way. I think I got like a 98 or something. He did say he wished that I had, because, fun story, my art teacher was super, super, super lenient with me and two other people, because we were like the art kids. Granted, now, and as I'm saying this, I was like definitely, I was honorary art kid. The other two people, the other two girls that got like this kind of special treatment from the teacher, they were actual, like they were good. Like they were good artists, dude, like really good. But I was just kind of honorary, like, yeah, I do art too. But he would kind of just let us chill during his class and like do other teachers' homework and stuff like that. And then as long as we got our assignments turned in by the due date. So I just did this all at home instead of in art class so that I could do homework and study for tests during his class. And so since I finished this at home, he was like, man, I love it. It's great. But I kind of wish you had done this in class so I could have helped you a little bit with some direction, because I guess the angle, like the shading isn't correct. But he said it was still good. And like I said, I still got a 98. But I don't know. I still don't see what I did wrong. At least just with her face, because that's the only thing he pointed at and he tried doing. Maybe I had to do it more. I think that's what he was trying to imply, that I had to like angle her face even more. Never mind, I see it. It is exactly that. Her face is not... She's like... This is a really weird angle for how the buildings are going. I think her face had to be uplifted more. Like we're seeing too much of the front of her face for this angle. Never mind. It took me freaking 10 years, but I figured it out. Oh god. But yeah, this one, I see potential. I could have done better. This was, I think, a white charcoal marker. I think this was 2. I didn't use paint because I used watercolor, and I didn't know about leaving the white of the paper. I should have done that. Pretty sure she's at least the angle of her head is a reference, like from some picture on Pinterest. I think the rest of her though was me. I remember her face being something from Pinterest, but I think the rest of her design was by me for once. That's cool. I love the focus on the sky. I forgot that this type of what this type of thing is, like the viewpoint. Yeah. Thank you. 33 of the main cast for me. Holy crap. Yeah, no. I wanted it to be even more actually, but I started realizing that it just was not like when I started adding more, at least for my like storytelling abilities for the story that I'm putting my OCs in, I am not able to. Like, they started becoming too diluted. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick to 13 because they have relationships within their like, not like dating, but like dynamics and stuff. And adding more feels like I'm diluting some of them. So I'm gonna stick to just the 13 and we'll keep it at that for now. I wanted to add more, but I think I got up to 20 and I was like, this is way too diluted. Like, some of these characters don't even matter too much anymore, and or they start mattering too much to where the other ones' problems don't look as good. So I was like, I'll stick to the 13 original ones I wanted. Leave it there. I keep losing my place, by the way. That's why I keep, like, pausing. Technically it was 17, but the antags be as prominent. Yeah, I haven't added the antagonists yet. I have not gotten that far in the story because I keep adding too much detail to the beginning. You need a mod to bunk us whenever we give you an idea. I mean, that's what I'm for. Yes, bunk only if you can give ideas. It gives a 3D style, which is cool. I'd more troll rather than give tips for Aloe. Aloe teacher's pet. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. No, I'm better than you, Aloe. No, they. I mean this like in a non like, I guess, jealous way or anything. Like, okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was 100% jealous in high school. Not like malicious jealous. Like, I did not hate them. I was cool with them. And I liked learning from them, but I was like kind of like sad jealous, like, man, I wish I was that good, and I keep practicing but my stuff's not that good. I'm well past that. I've seen enough freaking 10-year-old artists on Instagram who draw better than they did back when we were in high school. Like, I know that there's levels to this. I'm happy with my art style now. I definitely want to improve it, but I was definitely jealous back then. Like, man, I wish, like, sad jealous. I don't think, at least. 'Cause they still talk to me, so I don't think I ever said anything mean to them. Or, like, bitter or anything like that. Not that I remember, at least. I talked to them, I think, all 4 years of high school, and I'm pretty sure we were always on good terms, so I'm assuming that I was never, it was always just, like, a me thing, like, in my own head kind of thing. But I'm okay with it now. I like looking back and seeing kind of the growth of what my style is now. That reminds me of my teacher, tech teacher back in high school. I was in the creative, but I was honorary of top class. Nice. It did. You would need to change the angle of the background to make her face work. Yeah. But also the body would need a smidge of adjusting. Oh no, the body would need a lot of adjusting actually. Like the whole, like, the model would have to go like from this angle to like that angle, so everything would have to rotate with her, unless she's like straining her neck, but that's not what I was going for. Hello, rom-com confirmed. Hello. Yeah, I was like that for my group of characters for the first story. Not the flood. Jellybean. Hello, nice guy confirmed. Hydro bump him. No, like I said, I don't think I was ever like vocal about my jealousy. It was always just an internal in my head, like, oh man, they're like leagues above me, holy crap. But yeah, everyone progresses at different rates, and I'm happy I progressed at mine. Okay. So those are probably 3 of my better ones. Let's start getting into some of the like wonky doodles, unfinished stuff, and like not great stuff. Oh god. I was like, I didn't look at this one. Okay, yeah, no. Most of the unfinished ones never got a signature. This is one of them. I'm wondering if you guys even know who this is. This looks really scary on camera, by the way. It doesn't look as bad to me because I know who this is, but I'm wondering if you guys happen to know. As long as you didn't draw evil drawings of your jealousness, you're all good. I don't think I did. She looks yandere. She looks like a ghostie. Looks familiar. What genre? I'm pretty sure it's like kind of comedy, slice of lifey type. Mostly comedy. I'll say this. She looks another way in her show. This is like one of the ways she portrays herself. There's another way she portrays herself, which is more like chibi. That might have given it away, kind of. Maybe. Watamode? No, not Watamode, actually. Never mind. No, you're fine. You're fine. It's, what is it called? It's like Umaru? Something like that? It's like a little chibi girl with like an orange, like, gerbil hoodie on. And she just lays around. I watched this in high school, I'm pretty sure. And I remember thinking it was so funny the first season. And then the second season came out. And I was like so excited to watch it. And I didn't even finish it because I didn't find it funny anymore. But this was me trying to experiment with black paper. And I was using Prismacolor pencils. But I think they were... This was at school, and they were not my Prismacolors. They were the school, like the art teacher's Prismacolors, and they were, what are they called? The hard ones, not soft. Soft ones blend well. Hard ones are more for detail. These were the hard ones, so that's why it looks kind of scratchy and very non-pigmented. I could not put enough on here because it was the hard ones. They were more for detail, and I was forcing them, so I didn't finish it. Never finished this one. Oh, there's like 5 to 10 Umaru things back in the early 2000s. It was like Umaru-chan or something. Very orange little chibi, and she portrayed herself as she was like the perfect girl at school, but when she got home, she would just be the lazy otaku kind of character, I guess. Yeah. Again, I don't think it's that great of an anime in retrospect, but at the time, I at least tried drawing her. And yeah, sucks. There's hard Prismas? Yes. I had to do so much research after this, actually, because I believe this was like a couple months before my birthday in December. And for my birthday, I had agreed with my parents that I would go to Michael's and buy it's under a whole bunch of stuff, or else I would grab it from my bookshelf and show you guys. But I have what is it? I think it's the 300, 500. I don't remember how many. It has 3 tiers. Of colored pencils, the Prismacolor pack. It was like, I think it's 300. No, I think it's 150. I think it's 150 because it was $300, but I got it on discount for like a Christmas special or something, and then like Michael's has coupons and stuff. And I had to make sure I bought the right ones, and they're the soft ones. The soft ones blend well. The hard ones are made for like detailing. I'm glad I found that out, because I would have been so sad if my parents spent that much money and then I couldn't use them. Ooh, fellow, I wonder, did you do any Angel Beats sketches, Aloe? That's all in my sketchbooks, dude. I just saw them too. They're in a sketchbook for one of them, and I know I had another sketch, not colored one. That's not very good, but it's the first page of one of my sketchbooks. But we're not getting through sketchbooks today, unfortunately. I just realized something sad. Wait, oh no, what? LMAO. Yeah, unfortunate. Next time. Bye, Umaru. But for now, okay, this one's kind of just here. It's not anything too like special, I guess. And I have a couple of these too. So this one is just someone's OC. Let me actually make sure. Okay, my name isn't on the back. This is someone's OC back on Instagram. I used to do, and what's really bad is, and I'm just kind of praying that no one that I drew OCs for back in the day in high school, like, comes across my channel and goes, "That's mine," because they could 100% dox me. Like, bad dox me. Like, they would know what high school I went to type dox me. Well, maybe not, because my account's private now. But back in high school, my personal Instagram was also my art account. and I would do art trades and stuff and like do OCs for people and requests and stuff like that. And this was one of them where I was just like, I think it was like a freaking some old thing, that some trend that was going on that was like follow for follow art trades or something. And someone followed me and I had it on my page, so they were like, hey, this is my OC, could you draw them? I was like, yeah, here's mine, could you draw them? And this is it. This was their OC. Yeah, that's basically it. There's not much story to this one. So, not my design, but my interpretation of some random person on Instagram's OC back in the day. Ooh, Hinata and Yui are more or less a sea dog and mousy. Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. This is a cute OC, yay. Not mine, but I did draw it for them. Love the shoulder tats. Oh, that's how it works. Bakugo stops in stream, sees you posting his OC, nerd. I mean, oh, it might have been. Who knows? I don't know why I added this, but I guess here's a little sketch I did in college of a little Shin ramen cup. Because I was bored, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I think I drew it for a friend, now that I remember. Yes, I did, because they were over at my dorm, and they were like, wait, you have watercolors, right? Or, like, art supplies? I was like, yeah. Like, draw it. I was like, what? Like, yeah, draw it. Like, okay. So I painted a little with watercolors, and then I was just, like, doodling random stuff, and, like, I don't know what else was on there, like, Japanese or Korean symbols. Noodle, looks like you were hungry. I was not, actually. I think we were doing homework, and they were just like, we were taking a break. And they're like, why don't you draw? I was like, yeah, why not? Sure. This one is not a piece per se, but I did go through a phase, and you'll see it in some of these pieces, where I would like to do just a background of like random washes. Like I would just get acrylic, like cheap acrylic paint, and I just like do this to it so that I could get like a background. And this is just one of the unfinished ones that I never used. I just was mixing colors and was like, oh, this is cool. I don't know what I'll draw on it. Like I'll just layer something on top. And I never did. Maybe I will now that I have it. Who knows? Boop. You only draw food when you're hungry. I wish I knew how to do stuff like this. Pretty background, kind of looks like a sunset. I think I was gonna go for like a cliff or something like that, because I was getting sunset vibes too. Oh, we need doodle streams, IRL doodles. That's definitely gonna happen. It for sure is gonna happen, because I have all my art supplies. Like my bookshelf is literally 5 tiers. First 2 tiers are my manga. Third middle tier is where I have like a Alexa. Ignore that. Got scared. I was like, wait, I said its name. Is it gonna activate and then like say my name out loud? I didn't mute it before stream. I have like my Switch games, some kind of miscellaneous stuff, and then like my albums and like merch from K-pop concerts and stuff on my 3rd shelf. 4th shelf is all art supplies. It's probably my biggest shelf, and then the bottom shelf is just like textbooks I've had and sketchbooks. Sketchbooks are all on the bottom shelf as well. So I have plenty of physical art supplies that I have not used in years that I would definitely be down to do like a traditional art stream for. I want to. Yes, doodle. Announce my no. Draw from memory challenge. Ooh. Also read first before speaking. I should have. I used to mute my device before every stream, but then I stopped doing it. I don't know why. Okay, this one again, when they're like animes from a franchise, I'm not sure if it was I'm pretty sure 99% of the time it's a drawing I found on Pinterest, just so you know. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He looks very chopped. I messed up his face. I kind of like the shading though. I liked this like line, like not cross hatching, but kind of cross hatching. I messed up his face though, but I don't know if you guys know who he is. Could you read? You didn't say the thing that was good. Yes, I did that time. The second time I did. I've seen this guy. Yay, I love this anime. I've rewatched it a couple times throughout the years. I haven't watched it in a while. I need to go rewatch it. This is such a good one. I think he's in a comedy. Yes, this is monthly girls something Nozaki-kun. I think it's Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. That's the Japanese one, and I know it because every little like transition from a scene to a scene, they would say the name of the show. Like one of the characters would say it. Be like, oh, Genkai Shoujo Nozaki-kun. And I was like, ah, okay. After 13 episodes of hearing that 5 times an episode, it kind of sticks. It's a really good comedy. I assume I still like it because, like I said, I haven't watched it in a while, but I've rewatched it a couple times. So I assume it's good. Still probably holds up. I remember that. I only seen the first episode. Ah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I definitely recommend. Ooh, okay. These are like doodles, kind of, but I really, really like them, and I hate that I don't know what happened to the materials I used for these. So here's 1, 2, these two. I'll show both of these. Kind of like bring them up to the camera a little bit. So this is Nagisa from Assassination Classroom. And then I forget her name, but she's from SAO. So both of these were also requests from people back in my old Instagram art days. I was testing out some Crayola colored lead pencils. They were mechanical pencils with colored lead in them, and I'd used colored lead before, but it was cheap and it broke and it was not pigmented. These were so good. I loved these. The pink was extra pigmented. I really liked these pencils, and I don't know where they are. I think I lost them, which sucks because they were really good quality for Crayola too. Nice. I know it was Nagisa. It's the blacksmith girl from SAO. Yes, I know she's from season 1, right? Actually, no, I don't. I'm lying. I do not remember what season she's from, but I know she's from SAO. I'm surprised there's a fan of the blacksmith girl. I mean, it was doodle requests, so maybe they were just like, why not, you know? Yeah, but is season 1? Okay, I thought so, but I have not seen season 1 since my sophomore year of high school. And that was the only season of SAO I ever watched. I tried season 2, and I just couldn't get into it. And I don't even think it was season 2. I think the fairy arc was still season 1. I didn't even finish the fair. I only finished when they got out of the first world. She cameos and other stuff, but not even. Okay. The dragon tamer gets more screen. Oh. Okay. I think I've mentioned this at some point in other streams, and you guys are unfortunately gonna be victims to baby Aloe learning about anime. Fairy arc is technically season 1, but people catalog it as season 2. That's what I meant. Yes. I was like, it's still season 1, right? But I catalog it as season 2 because it's a new game. I didn't even finish the fairy arc. So, that tells you something about how much I enjoyed SAO. I kind of want to give it another shot at some point, but there's so much other anime that I'm like trying to catch up with that it's kind of back burner. Fairy arc's bad. Oh, I heard, and I didn't finish it, so I assumed. But yes, Baby Aloe. My first ever anime was Fairy Tail. And I know some people love to hate on Fairy Tail. I get it. Power of friendship. I don't get it though, because I could kind of get the fan service, because I do think even back then I was like, this is a little too much for me. But I still loved the characters. I loved the magic. I loved the action. I still think it's a good anime. Bite me. Sorry. Like, I don't care. So that was my first anime. My second anime was Soul Eater. That's why it's still my favorite. But I will have a lot of Fairy Tail drawings, just so you guys are aware. So just know I'm sorry, because some of these are also my earliest drawings, so they're kind of wonky. Fairy Tail at least makes the power of friendship work. That's what I was saying, but I don't want to get people upset, so I'll just keep my correct opinion to myself. Fairy Tail Pride. I was watching it not long ago. I'm forcing myself to watch it with me. Yes, let's go, please. It's so good. I want to get back into rewatching it because it's just a lot of episodes. I'm probably more likely to read it, because that was the thing too. In high school, like, I did not have very good internet at home. And this kind of dates me, but we didn't really need, most of our homework was still on paper up until like my junior year. so we didn't really need internet at home. But my internet was trash. It was like very slow internet for like the random assignments that we did still have to do online. So I could not stream anime very effectively. So what I would do instead was I had this app on my phone that would download manga. So I'd download hundreds of chapters and I would read the manga at home instead. And then I would just tell my friends that I watched the anime, but I didn't actually watch the anime. I read most of Fairy Tail. I did watch it later on, like in college. So I have watched the anime now. But in high school, I only watched some of it, like episodes here and there, just because my internet was trash. But I read all of Fairy Tail up until I forget which point. I can't remember now. Because I technically didn't, I think up until the 100-year arc, that's where I stopped, which is basically the end. Like, I basically finished Fairy Tail, you know, but still. You're gonna treat my boy Gray with respect, Aloe. I have one or two decent Gray ones. I think Gray, unfortunately, he has one of the wonky ones, though, just so you know. I'll mute them if they be mean. Yes, thank you. Show me the Fairy Tail. Okay, first one. Wendy. She's a little wonky, too. I think her eyes are what's messing it up a little bit, but not too bad. This is also all Crayola. Crayola colored pencil. My hand would hurt because I would have to press really hard into the paper to get pigment, but I think I did okay. Oh, what kind of wizard would you be in Fairy Tail? I really desperately wanted to be Gray because he had ice and we got introduced to Gray before we got introduced to Juvia. Now that I know Juvia has water, I'd definitely pick Juvia, but I desperately wanted to pick Gray because he had ice and that was as close to water as possible. But then I was like, dude, this guy's naked every time. Like, I don't know if I want to pick the nudist. But if not Gray, then Juvia's powers for sure. Water all the way. And if not Juvia, then Lucy. I thought the celestial keys were so cool. I loved that concept so much. I was so excited whenever she got another key. As awesome. Loved Lucy. Zosie on the side looks like he would use water. Towards Celestial Wizards, I have a collection of the Zodiac. I want to buy those so bad. Dude, that's on my list on Amazon. Like, I literally have it saved as, like, saved for later. I want to buy a copy of all the keys. All the keys. I want all of Lucy's keys. But I just haven't bought them yet. I want them so bad. I have figures of the... I would want figures, too. Hello, not my boy. I'm sorry. This is Crayola. Looks stunning. LMAO. Color pencil. It wasn't crayon. But it was Crayola color pencil because that's all I really had. I think I did okay for Crayola color pencil. I have better pieces than this for Crayola. Again, not to gas myself up because there's some wonky stuff in here too, but I think I did okay for someone limited in supplies. I knew it. Knew you seem like a water type. Thank you. I'm glad I gave off that energy and perspective, just that I look like it. Thank you. Ella wants to have a reason to show off. I mean, it was just Gray. Ice Make Magic is second for me. Same. Which key was your favorite? Okay. Which key was my favorite? I think... Okay. It was either gonna be Aquarius. I know. Ooh, the water one. It was either between Aquarius. I'm not gonna lie. Water aside, just her story arc with Lucy kind of helped push that key a lot. Leo was another one that I really liked his story arc as well, and I thought he looked freaking badass. So he was second. And then I think, I don't remember specifically what it was. I think it was just the endless possibilities. I really liked Gemini. I really liked Gemini as well. I thought they were really cute, and then their power was just fun. So I think that's probably my rankings. Like, those are my top 3, like, favorite ones. I have it saved in my Amazon as well. We probably have the same one. I got mine on my first convention. Oh, that might be better though. Low key, I might just wait and try to go to a convention and see it. But it's Fairy Tale. I don't know if people still sell stuff for Fairy Tale. That would suck if I go and they don't have it. We'll see. We'll see. The vendor was nice enough to give me a bargain. Wish I ran into them again when I went with a friend the year after. Oh, love Leo. Yes, Leo was cool. We take story out of it. I loved Virgo and Gemini. Yes, yay, Gemini. I love Gemini. Virgo's up there too, but I felt like she was a little too robot-y for me, personality-wise. Made. But Aquarius was the best for me with Leo behind. Yay. It's rare. Also, Aquarius being the strongest was so great. Each time I went, I don't see Fairy Tale that much. That's what I figured. I was like, I don't think people do too much merch for Fairy Tale, unfortunately, anymore. So I'll probably just have to hope that there's all the good stuff is still on Amazon. Maybe I'll look at Etsy. Maybe like I can support a small artist that like 3D prints them or something. I loved Virgo's design. She looked really cool. I just don't think I had her as up. Yeah, I think maybe if story wasn't involved, she'd be a little higher. But I think the story just helped the other two a little more. I love how Virgo was shown as the big girl when we first met her. Yes. I loved her introduction. It was so fun. Okay. Back from Fairy Tale. Another random background I did. I think this was supposed to be like kind of Fireflies-y something, like maybe planets or something like that. I don't know. I know the yellow paint. I do remember this though. The yellow paint was by mistake. I was blending yellow and blue to make the green, or yes, to make the green for the grass, and I had a little puddle of the yellow watercolor and it dripped. I was like, well, I guess I'm just making drips of yellow everywhere. There'll be like lightning bugs or something. We'll do fireflies. Now, question, hello, big Virgo soul. Good question. I will say small Virgo because we saw more of her in the anime. Oh, this looks lovely. I like the paint. It adds to it a lot. Hey there, purple guy. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey there, old sport. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. They look like fireflies a little. That's what I was going for because this was a mistake. I think it was like one of these little teeny tiny dots. And then I was like, well, splash. Boo. I don't know, like, please confirmed. Cancel. No. It wasn't that, I swear. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta be real careful because some of these sticky notes are not sticking. Okay, this is another one that's like, I think this was official art that I just drew like on paper on my own. Big Virgo is scary and funny. I know. Fruits Basket, not Fruits Basket. I actually haven't seen Fruits Basket. I have a friend, one of my best friends is like, has loved Fruits Basket. I have yet to get into it though. But this was, and now that I think about it, I watched this, I think during one of my like eras of, I'm not even gonna lie, there were some eras in high school where I just watched anime to watch anime because I wanted to watch more. So I didn't care if it was bad, I would still watch it. I remember always being like, this one's kind of weird, but this was during when I would post stuff on Instagram and I knew that this anime was kind of going up there. Was I like farming? Absolutely. I was definitely drawing this with the mind of like, I'm gonna get a lot of likes for this one. But this one was like one of the trash ones where this guy's like a POS to the girl. Like he's basically just a bully, but somehow he's like the romance. This is like the couple in the show. It was not good. It would have been fine, I guess, if she was clearly into like degradation or something, but she was so clearly like just a nice girl. And this guy would like treat her like trash. It was something like the Black Prince and something Wolf, or I don't remember, something like that. Wolf and Prince are in the title and Black is somewhere in there as well. And yeah, he's just a piece of trash. At least in the anime. I don't know if there was ever a season 2 or if the manga made him better, but I just, yeah, like this was, you can tell it was rushed. Her eyes are wonky. This hand is like yaoi hand almost, like holy, not even yaoi hand. This is just a broken finger hand. I think this was Prismacolor. ironically enough. I just had bad color choice. Or I think I wasn't able to blend the correct... I wasn't using the right colors from the reference image. Oh well. Yeah, these are the sticky notes that I'm putting for like my initials and stuff. Also, have you seen abridges? I've seen some. It's been a long time though since I've seen abridged series stuff. I'm doing finals for I committed atrocities, escaping the police with my so awesome purple fourth generation Chevy Impala. Holy crap. I was the same way, Aloe. This anime looks familiar. Anime boy bullying, at least he's hot. That was literally the whole thing. OMG, that was it. No wonder. There's more or less the title. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember the exact one, but it was like something wolf, black prince, something something. I just remember he was like really mean to her, and I felt bad. I felt bad for her. But morals aside, I wanted those clicks, baby. Ooh, okay, not this one, but the one afterwards. This one's kind of cool too, but this was like an art practice. Like, this was something we had to do for an assignment in school, so it's not like my anime art. Al, we know you like those hands. Also, why do so many anime protagonists have this kind of hairstyle, LOL, right? Hope you have a good stream. Overwatch is calling my name. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck. Catch those dubs. You'll be the player of the game. I know you will. Bye-bye. Also, chill out with the excitement. Your fingers might turn into french fries if you type too fast. Reminds me of the abused, quiet, smart girl who apparently is meant to be with a wild jackass. But yep, that was the trope. That was the trope. Okay, this was just an art assignment. Is again, just loved detail. This was during my Sharpie era. I loved using fine point Sharpies for everything. But yeah. Cool, but not like anything difficult. Anyone can do that. It just takes time. This one. Okay. This one's freaking... I still think it looks kind of... Okay, the only criticism I guess I'll probably have for this one is I think I could have done a little better with the background. And I think what I really did not learn at this point yet is that I had to reline my line work, because using Prismacolors on top of inked line work covers them in the wax, and then it looks, the line work doesn't look as bold. So that would be probably the only thing. I need better line, like, yeah, my line work needed to be redone on top of the Prismacolor. I'm pretty sure this is like official art or something, and I just drew it. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. I still like this one. Yeah. Oh, Chiakame got killed. Took me a second, lol. Yeah, Mark Takumi. Yeah, no, it's a piece. Also, Ivor also looks like a chick. This was the official art, I swear. But yeah, no, this one got a decent amount of these kind of pieces with like multiple characters and like decent amount of detail got me a lot of likes on Instagram. But I still like this one. I think the border also helped. Having the border around made it look a little cleaner. I didn't understand what you said. Old sport, I'm a digital artist. It looks good, almost like a fabulous painting face. Yeah, no, I'm a digital artist now. I have not done like traditional art, like final pieces, in a while. Who you liking? Got kill? It's been too long, honestly. It's been way too long. I don't remember what half of the characters did or like what their tropes or relation. I know them two were like a thing. I know she has a sister. I know there's two other characters that die, like a guy with horns and then a girl with a lollipop and a red ribbon. I know... What did I know about him? Oh, was this the guy? I think he hits on him one time because he's into guys, and then that was all I remember. He was like buff. I don't remember if he used like a mech suit. Was this a mech suit? It sucks that he's turned around. I don't remember what his power was. I remember him as a strings purely because I remember his death. I don't remember how she died. I just remember she's the edgy main face of the show. And she had a sister. That's it. I don't remember what her power is, what her deal was. I think she was tsundere, but I cannot remember. Oh wait, it's Tatsumi, not Takumi. It's been a while, so I believe you. Hello, everyone dies. Everyone dies, but not... I read the manga. So that's why I'm like, not my canon. No, don't remind me of Chelsea. Wait, was she the lollipop girl? I really liked her. I liked her design a lot, so that might have been my favorite character just off the top of my head. Yes, it was the suit that made him super strong. Okay. Then he was super strong and got... Oh. Pumpkin Girl, she died from the Justice Girl. Yes, the decapitation. Sorry, spoilers. Oh, I see the normal wage looking guy, pink girl, goth girl, creepy looking, blonde girl, and blue gummy bear looking guy. Not familiar with anime old sport. Nah, you're fine. This is an older, more edgy anime. Purple. I loved her design and being an espionage gal. Yeah, she was cool, and I was really happy that they got 2 new team members, and then they die. And I was like, really? Ugh, fine. Ooh, okay. This one is the sketch that I first did, and then I think, okay, so let me, I guess, preface, because earlier in the stream I said I never traced like a drawing and then just colored it in, even though I think that's actually perfectly fine. Like, if you were just not trying to learn to draw today, you just wanted to learn to color, that's like a totally valid thing to do, as long as you're not portraying it as your own original art kind of thing. But this was, I drew it on paper first, and then I was like, I kind of want to paint this, but this is flimsy paper. This isn't like mixed media paper. So I used a, what is it? A light screen. We had them in high school, so you could trace over onto the right paper. So I had my sketch paper, and then I would trace over it using the light the background light or whatever from the little tablet, and then that way it was transferred onto my mixed media paper so that I could actually paint instead of this like tearing after one layer. Tsubaki. I think it's Tsubaki. No, it's not Tsubaki. This is the previous drawing, the one I had painted with the snowflakes in the back. Let me see if I can still reach it from here. I cannot. I've been tossing my artwork on the ground and it went under my bed. But it was like the second piece that I showed. That's who this is. Tears, I was excited. No, I'm sorry. But Texas Leone just shot by a gun was so anticlimactic, but at least she murked the big fat dude. At least she got someone, dude. Because, yeah, no, when you said she got shot, I was like, that's it? Like, I guess at least she had a not horrid way to go. Again, just another background that I made, never used. I was using watercolor to do little splotches around the background. Never used that. I guess kind of, mostly just hair reveal, I guess, for high school Aloe. Aloe, take proper care of those. Imagine how much money you make once you're famous. Not these, not with these. I'd get copyright stricken. This is kind of a hair reveal for high school Aloe, because this is a like self-portrait of me in like an anime form, and a sweater that I wore like all the time in high school. So here we go. It's not the best drawing of my hair, but I had spiky hair. I had spiky hair in high school. Wore a lot of gel. My hair was shorter too, so it spiked up a lot. Took a while for it to stop just doing it, because I swear once I went to college I stopped wearing gel and my hair would still spike on itself, because it was like 4 to 6 years. I think I started spiking it up in like middle school, so it was like, oh, my hair was just like, this is our natural state, spikes forever. I think it was a shot in like the kidney or something. Also, I do not recall as death, lol. Oh, I remember as death. We'll get to as death in a little bit. Oh, you generic male too. I used to have my hair like that as a kid in elementary, but I hated taking hair care. I think I ended up spiking my hair purely because my mom would want to, like, in elementary school, I had, like, the slick back to the, not back, slick to the side hairdo. So when I finally got to do it myself in, like, middle school, instead of being forced, because if I tried doing anything else, she'd be like, go back in there and do it right. I guess was like, spikes it is, because they think it looks cool. Let's go. Ooh, okay. This is one that I think looks pretty good. The skin is done with Copic marker, but only the skin. The rest is done with Crayola marker. And I think it looks pretty good for Crayola marker, not marker, color pencil. Crayola color pencil. I don't know if you guys know this anime. This one was one of those, like, niche-er animes. Never got a season 2, but I thought it was pretty good. So I wanted to do fan art for it. Another one that did numbers on Instagram. I used to have coconut haircut from Spiky and then just went with wolf swept cut to this day. Wolf swept cut. Gotcha. This looks more familiar. Black Bullet. Yes, it's Black Bullet. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember liking it when it came out. And I had a lot of friends and people that liked it as well. But yeah. This one did numbers, so I still really like it. I don't know, I feel like I've seen this. Never seen it, but I've seen thumbnails. Although I was pretty popular for its season, it did not really stick through for much after that. But the pro tag had black hair. It was blue. It was very blue and red, the two pro tags. This is an unfinished OC. I just never finished it. This is an OC for someone on Instagram. I think they never finished mine. So I just didn't finish theirs. Another OC. Okay, I kind of have a story for this one that's kind of like a little embarrassing, but also kind of funny. This is a anime version of someone on Instagram. So this person, first of all, like this is one of my first times ever trying to draw someone real as anime. This person was freaking the only time that I've ever been like kind of scared on the internet. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, Neko ears. Yeah, Neko ears. In retrospect, I should have known. This person talked to me a lot on Instagram about my art, and they were really nice. So I was like, oh, she's cool. Okay, nice. She always gave me compliments about my art and always said all this cool stuff about how, like, I was really talented and stuff. And I was like, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And then she started being really weird. She was like saying stuff that was like implying that we were in a relationship. And I was like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? She's like, well, yeah, we're going out. And I was like, no, I don't even know what you look like. Like, I've never met you. You have an anime girl profile picture. And not to be like fair game, I also had like my whatever drawing of the week was my profile picture. So like, I wasn't showing my face either. But she was like, no, we're dating. I was like, no, we're not. But I was too scared to block. So I just kind of let her keep talking to herself for like a day or two. And I told my friend, and they were like, yeah, you need to block her. That's kind of weird. We're 15. What is she talking about? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm going to block her. And I never know what happened. But yeah. I'll tell you, botched her eyes, mainly the left. Oh, definitely. They're too far apart. Oh, no, yandere alert. I didn't even know what that was at the time. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, because all I'd watched was Fairy Tail. So I don't think Fairy Tail had yanderes early on, so I really did not know what that was. So, but she was, I feel bad now. I wonder if she's still out there, if she's like, maybe grown up, matured, and is like cringing if she even remembers doing that. I feel like I'd remember, because that's wild. More Fairy Tail. This is my lined. A lot of my Fairy Tail papers or drawings are on lined paper, because I would draw in school. But yeah, Zeref. There he is. Looks a little wonky. A lot of them are also just like this, like not full body. To this day, Negogal is hunting for you? No. She was the closest in the series, I think. But she wasn't even really like a yandere. She was still nice to everyone else. Like, she didn't try to kill Lucy. I don't know, maybe it's because when I think yandere, I immediately go to like, Gasai, like staple yandere, like will kill. Whereas she would like maybe threaten, but she wouldn't actually hurt them. So it's like, it didn't count. Pretty sure they forgot you. I guess everyone's Sag Boy. I'm hoping they. I'm hoping. I doubt they, because I don't even remember what their name was or anything. But I would 100% remember doing something that cringy, and it would like every once in a while pop up in my head, and I just have to be like, "Ooh, yep, I did that. Own it, Aloe. You were cringe. You were cringe." But it's fine. Oh no, is the yandere. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I was like, my standard might be too high. This is one of the chopped ones, okay? This was like one of my first drawings ever of anime, so it's extra chopped. Poor Lisana. Look at her poor face. Like this is like 15-year-old Aloe first learning to draw anime. There's a couple of these, dude. Just you wait. It's not great. And like, I initialed. Why did I sign? Why did I even sign it? Was I proud of this at some point? Oh, I know this feel. Yeah, no, I feel so bad for her. My eyes. I don't know what I was doing with her eyes. They don't even, yeah, I don't know. Lisana's such a simple character, like in a good way. She's such a simple character too. I don't know how I messed her up. But speaking of messing up characters, this poor girl is like, first of all, her legs are destroyed, and the anatomy here is just horrible. Again, these line ones are usually signs of earlier drawings, but Merity, I thought she was so cool. I thought she was one of the coolest characters, and then I messed up this drawing. I felt so bad. Simple is the most complicated. True, actually. That's why Pokemon are so hard for me to draw. I miss Merity. Yes. I thought she was so cool that I had to draw her, but then I butchered her, dude. I think I drew her again in a sketchbook, and she looks a lot better, but I cannot remember. How could you? I'm sorry. Ooh, this one's good. I don't remember who this is, like name-wise or character or anything, but I know what anime they're from. I never ended up coloring this in. Kinda sucks, because this isn't too bad. I know she's from an anime called Guilty Crown, because I really love the opening for Guilty Crown, but I never actually watched the anime, and my friends think that I did, but I never did. Find out people call her season A filler when the author actually said it was an idea he wanted to cut, and it says it's core. Yep. Nope. I don't care. She's cool. She's awesome. I loved Merity. Ooh, okay. Like I said, mixed in. Everything was mixed in. This was when I was trying to do like gender swaps. I have a gender swap that's not in here, but I know I drew it. I was doing gender swaps for like a little bit. And I have one of Leo from Fairy Tail. I was gonna call him Loki because that was his like human name or whatever. But this is Danganronpa. Boy, I thought I was a big fan of Danganronpa when I was in high school, and then I went online and realized I am not a big fan of Danganronpa. I am not. I am a minuscule peasant compared to how some of these people like made Danganronpa their whole personality, which I get because it was awesome, but like, holy crap, I thought I liked it. This is gender swapped. I forget her name, blue hair girl, idol girl from the first season, first game of Danganronpa. But yeah, no, I'm not a big enough fan. Also, this is also very early art. This is like freshman year probably, so also not great. But it exists. I've heard of Guilty Crown, but never seen it. I believe it's a sad ending type anime, like a war political kind of thing, and then it ends very sad. So I have no real wish to watch it now. Gender swap of Leo, yes, I drew Leo as it's literally just Leo with female hair and boobs, I think. but I don't know where it is. Oh, a Danganronpa tourist. Don't worry, I am too. Not idle enough. 4 out of 10. I literally was just going for make them look like a guy. And then you would never know that this was supposed to be the idol girl if it weren't for the blue. And that I know that this was supposed to be Danganronpa. Otherwise, you'd never know, because it just looks like a generic guy. Okay, this, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what I was going for. I think this might have just been like a random OC. But it's so bad that I had to include it. It's really bad. Need to have them look more like Hollow-Star Boys. This is really bad, dude. I know why I didn't finish this, because I probably thought I was cooking, and then I took a break, came back, and was like, this is horrible. I'm just not gonna finish this. Like, I don't know what I was doing. The fingers are all broken. The hand is wrong. Like, it's so bad. Somehow he has like super wide hips, but a tiny like upper chest back area. I don't know. OMG, I see the vision, but OMG, those hands especially. Yeah, it's so bad. It is what it is, though. No more of that. Oh, I don't know why this is here. This is just like a hair study. Like I said, for art class, we had to do studies for stuff. This was just hair. Random hair. More Danganronpa. This one's probably also just official art that I wanted to draw. I don't know. It's fine for like a beginner. Not the best, but not like anything atrociously horrible. Monokuma's on like Ozempic. He's like way too skinny here. Eats them too. Hello, you were a Junko simp, weren't you? I was not, but I did. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. The way I got into Danganronpa was through the anime, not the game. I watched gameplay later, but I liked the anime. And I know so many people say that and I get it. Yes, the anime cuts out a lot that the game does not. The game is superior. But since I watched the anime, I was like rushing through it, right? So I wasn't really paying attention. So I did not catch that she was the mastermind at all. So I thought the switch up, I was like, she's dead. Oh, what? She's the killer. Oh, like I thought it was cool. So I did think she was cool. I liked the plot twist, but I didn't particularly care for her any other reason because she was only in like 2 episodes, like the first and last. So yeah, no, not particularly a simp for her or anything like that. I mean, the game is the actual source material. True. But I hear people like raw, like just, oh, I hate the anime. The anime's trash. I was like, it wasn't. It's not as good as the freaking source material, dude. But like, it's not horrid. It was fine. It got me into the genre, into the franchise, so I didn't mind it. Find it weird it's her sister who died a little? Yes. Very messed up, but I liked the plot twist because it was messed up. Danganronpa 2 did a bit with her. I like LOL. I don't remember a lot of Danganronpa 2 because that one I don't think had an anime. That one I just had to watch someone play the game, so I don't remember a lot of it. I mean, it's not great, but decent for an entry point. Yeah, that's most of this stuff. It didn't. Yeah, I was like, since it didn't have an anime, it took me a while to watch season 2. Random guy drawing. Pretty sure this was just OC that I made, never finished. I was just practicing like the hair highlight stuff. Is what it is. All I know is there's a gamer girl in it. Yeah, she was cool. I liked her. Another random OC. Nothing special really. Eyes are okay. Something that took me way too long to realize when drawing this side profile. The eyes need to be the same length from top to bottom on this side as well, instead of just shrinking it, because I would shrink the eye for perspective. That's not how it works. It took me so long. So the eye is wonky because this should have been a little bit taller, but is what it is. Well, at least I'm letting you think. This guy character is cool. Why do your males look great? Okay, so I think I mentioned this before. When I was first drawing, I don't know if you could tell, but a lot of my colored finished drawings have a lot of female characters in them. A lot of my better drawings were female characters, and someone in my art class, who, by the way, I do not think meant any ill will, and I'm not remembering this like word for word, but essentially she was like, you draw a lot of girl characters, why don't you draw guys? And I was just like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Probably because they're kind of hard to draw. Like, they're very boxy, whereas like girls have long flowy hair, they're prettier to draw, guys just more difficult. And then she was like, you should draw guys more. And again, I don't remember exact words of how it was said, but I know this person did not mean anything bad. So I was just like, you know what, you're right, I should. Like, that's a very big weakness that I have right now that I should address. So I was trying to draw guys more in some of these drawings. Because, yeah, no, especially for OCs, I would only ever make female OCs, because male OCs, too hard. Don't you gotta cut off a bit for the side that's on the opposite side, though? A little bit, but not much. They should be the same width. If you change the width, then the eye is technically wrong, because you're shrinking the eye, whereas it's just perspective means that it should just like squish, but not shrink. Like, it should go this way, not this way. I mean, also, you'll draw what gains you gain. It's kind of why I draw more guys than gals. I mean, aside from the chess being difficult for me. That might have been a thing too. Like, I probably just did not draw female chess well, but I didn't know any better, so I thought I was doing good. Again, another gender swap of Nag. Oh, I forgot. Is it Nagi? No. I don't remember. Makoto? Nagato. Nagato, I think was his name. Danganronpa Season 1 guy. You could tell from that. Makoto. Okay. Who was Nagato? I don't know who that is, but Makoto. Yes, him. That's one. I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit, because holy crap, we're not even close to finishing. I yap a lot. Random OC that I drew, never finished. Like I said, I drew a lot of female characters. And even if I never finished them, like, people could tell. Ooh, okay, I never finished this one. This was not mine. I know 100% that this was not mine. This was someone else's, like, actual art. And I wanted to draw it myself, because I really... And I might do this still at some point, but I'll try to make it, like, myself. Like, instead of just drawing, like, this someone else's art. But this was a piece I found on Pinterest that was, like, Lucy with all 12 of the spirits around her. It was so cool. I wanted to draw it too so I could put it in my binder, and I never finished it. Is what it is. To be fair, it wasn't that good anyway, like my piece, so probably a good thing. Nagato is DR2 and... Oh, that's the white-haired dude. Nagito. Okay, it's close enough, though. Like, you know what I meant. Yeah, see, we're on the same page. Oh, no, I was so mean to Lucy. Okay, back to the fairy tale. I don't think these are too bad. They're very simple, so that's probably why they're not horrible. Here's Urza. Also, I was 100% the kind of guy who had my anime drawings in the front of my pocket of, like, my folder, my binder. Like the little binder you can put the thing in the sleeve, like pieces of paper. I would have my anime drawings in there, so I'd just rotate them out, like, out. So this was definitely at some point in a binder. Here's Gray. Again, very simple, like, not bad, but this is all just pencil. Oh, my boy. That one wasn't too bad. This one, I think, was art from someone else. I don't love the face. I think anatomically it is correct for the most part, but I don't love it. This is Loki. I don't love it. I think his face is a little too small. Don't my boy. I look inside her from the Yeah, got Loki in there. Ooh, I really like Angel. This is a very botched version of her though. I drew this very poorly, but I really liked Angel as well. This one's, his shoulders are way too small now that I'm looking at it. I was gonna say it's not horrible, but his shoulders are tiny. Angel was a witch. Not character-wise, I meant her design. I liked her design in both, like her short hair and then long hair. I did prefer the long hair though, that's why I drew the long hair. But yeah, no, character, she was not the nicest. Here's Jalal, but his shoulders are way too small. Very, very short. Like, he needs more shoulder on him. I prefer short hair. I think the main reason I didn't like the short hair was not really the short hair. I think the short hair was fine. I think it was just, she was, I don't know. She looked funny to me. Very, like, bowl cutty to me. What is this one? Ooh, I really liked her sister as well. Yukino. This one is, like, messed up, though. This is not a good picture of Yukino. Sorry, Yukino. I messed you up. But you were really cool, too. Jala is so complicated. Well, like, everything around him is just something. Let's start showing a couple of these at once. Rogue. And then I messed up poor Levi. Or Levy. I think her name was Levy, not Levi. Levi is from AOT. I can't remember how they would say her name. But her. I liked her. But I fricked up her face. I'm so sorry. She has like no neck. But I know it's because this was the original, like, this is from the anime. This like was a screenshot from the anime. But I didn't do a good job of shading, like, and distinguishing what her arm and the shirt is, so it looks like she has no neck and is just scrunched up. It is Levy? I don't know why I thought it was... No, yeah, that's what I said. It's not Levi. Levi was from AOT. Levy was her. Also, Aloe, I drove home. We got an ugly Wendy. This one's pretty bad. The one I showed first was better. This one's a little botched. But Wendy. This one was really good. You can kind of see, I'll try to zoom in, so you guys can see like how hard I was writing, like drawing. Because you can see that I was erasing a lot. Because I had friends say that I traced this, and I was so triggered. I was like, I didn't trace it. I drew this, I swear. This is also a screenshot from the anime, but... Oh. Baby girl, but no Happy. Happy is somewhere in here. I know I had him somewhere. He's somewhere here. Mira Jane. I thought this one was pretty good for, like, beginner drawer Aloe. Like, compared to the other ones, I thought this one was decent. I think her face is what made it. Like, her face doesn't look all botched. Don't look too bad at her boobs. Her boobs are kind of not attached to her body correctly. But her face was good. And I don't know if you can see, but I messed up the dish a lot over here. Like, yeah, you can't really see it on the paper, but there's a lot of, like, scratchiness where I was, like, drawing hard and I had to erase it. So I was like, look, I swear I drew it. I did. I didn't trace. Oh, this is cute. I like this. Or what it is, at least. Jalal again, in a different font. Mistogon. Don't look at his hand. Don't look at that. This was definitely the kind of reference picture, like, from the anime that was cut off around here. But I didn't position him low enough. So I just tried drawing the rest and was like, I can't draw hands. Oops. Oh well. think this was newer. This was from like when I forgot what it was that happened. You made him wide as heck. LOL. It was the angle. The angle was weird. I think that's what had threw me off of that one. I know this is Virgo. This was like when they turned evil or something. I forget what arc that was. Her eyes are off. But I think I did pretty good on the body and like the leather jacket for just pencil. But her face is a little off. Love the evil celestials. I loved some of them. Some of them were kind of funny. Ooh, this is a scary OC. Wide shoulders, big eyes. This one's scary. Her eyes are bigger than her head. Virgo being a dom is expected though. Yes, they were very in character. I'll give you that. They were done well. Some of them I just didn't love. Yeah, scary OC. Not a good OC, but maybe I'll redraw her at some point. Give her a normal face. This one, I messed up the skin tones on her face, so I didn't finish it. And also now in retrospect, her boobs are probably too small and pointy and deformed. But also this is High School of the Dead, so maybe these are correct. Because High School of the Dead had like messed up boobs, so. But yeah, I liked her. I liked her character in that anime. Would I ever watch High School of the Dead again? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe if I leave out the OVA. Because I watched the OVA once and was like, I'm never watching this again. But I remember having fun with this one, like the anime itself. OMG High School of the Dead. So damn edgy, yes. It was funny though. I remember laughing mostly. So I think I'd probably watch it again as long as I never touch the OVA. Ooh. Okay. This one isn't great or anything, but I remember I really liked this anime. I think I watched like 3 seasons of it, like season 1, season 2, and then season 3 came out like years later. And then I think they kept going, but I did not finish watching anymore because season 3, new cast, I didn't care as much anymore. But I don't know if you guys even know who this is from. But I really liked this anime for some reason. Even I couldn't stand the OVA. Ironic enough, it's mainly the tree scene that gets me, LOL. I understand why. Looks like the bell thing from It. Wait, what does? The bell thing from It? What? I'm trying to remember. Oh, D. Gray Man. I mean the character. Oh, okay, gotcha. Is not D. Gray Man. This is a very, very niche anime called Wixoss, or Wixoss. It's a card game that I did not know was an actual card game in Japan. It was a card game where like these little girls would come up to find girls in real life and called them like the Dream Girls or something like that. I forget, the Infinity Girls or something. And essentially you would have to fight other girls who had these little like special cards with the little humans in them. Think like their key card, like Blue Eyes, Dark Magician type thing. And if you beat another dream girl or whatever in a duel, you would get to basically destroy her dream. So when you met one of these, they'd be like, so what's a dream you have? And like one of the girls was like, oh, my dream is, I don't know, to be the best pianist in the world. And I can't remember exactly. I think there was like a point system or something. And if you reached 0, your dream would get corrupted. So basically once you were out of the game, since your wish was to be the best pianist, your fingers would be like broken or something, so that you would never be able to play piano again. So you'd be like gambling with your dreams. I know one of the girls in the show, like the bitch, she was like a model and she was like evil character. She lost And because she lost her dream, she got a giant scar on her face, which got her out of the modeling industry. And I was like, oh crap, that's wild. I feel like there was hints of Yuri in the anime, but I cannot remember. I think that might have been the second cast of characters after the first one. I don't even remember how the first one ends. I just know she was like the main, like the monster, like the key monster for the main character. But I don't even remember it. I just know I really liked it, so I drew it. Okay. I'm gonna do like something horrid first, and then I'll give you Asdeath. Asdeath isn't great because this is definitely Crayola color pencil again, but I'll scar you first. So I tried, I think maybe 3 or 4 times to draw anime in a more like human-like style, like realistically. And all 3 to 4 times were horrible failures. This is one of them, therefore I didn't finish it. But it's like nightmare fuel. I remember posting this on Instagram, and someone commented that it was nightmare fuel, and I was spiteful, so I blocked and reported them for bullying. I was 15, I swear, I'm sorry. They weren't, I guess you could argue that they were kind of bullying, but they were not. They weren't. But I was so mad that they were like, ew, this is gross, that's disgusting. I was like, you know what? Block, report, yep, get your account. And their account was not there the next day, so I think their account got taken down. I felt so bad. But also I was like, that's what you get. My art isn't bad. It was bad though. It was this bad. It's so scary looking. Like, it's so bad. Oh my gosh. Like, I did not do a good job of, like, her eyes are scary, dude. It's so bad. I'm not even gonna show that for anymore. That's, yeah. No, LMAOOO XD. I feel bad, but at the same time, like, you were probably also a 12-year-old on, like, Instagram. Like, you were a kid. You could just make another Instagram. You're fine. We're probably fine. That's what I have to tell myself. Anyway, Asdeath. Yay! This was 100% just a picture off of, like, Wikipedia or something. I messed up her face. Don't look at it too closely. The rest of it looks okay. And this is also Crayola color pencil. I don't know how I got, like, the blending on her hair and, like, the shading. I do not know how I got it done, but I was pretty happy with the hair. I think the hair is my favorite part of it. And the clothes, actually. The folds aren't too bad. Queen. Do you recall the intro to Asdeath? I do not. She had, like, a little intro, like, intro music whenever she was, like, introduced to the cast of characters, or, like, every time she was on screen. No, I mean how she was introduced. I do not. Was it not when she was like a judge for some kind of like Coliseum type show, and that's when the main guy pops up and he's strong and she's like, I love him. I think, but I can't remember. Oh god. No, it doesn't. Okay. You don't recall the bootlicking? I do not. I might have to go rewatch. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. But I really don't remember that. What the heck? In an attempt to recover, here's one that I thought looked pretty good. This is all watercolor, by the way, with some, I think, Copic marker, a little bit of Copic marker, but for the most part, it's watercolor. I think I did pretty good on her, like, her face over here. I think that looks pretty good. Some of the fishies look pretty cool. Her hair's not bad. I probably could have added more depth to it to make it less strandy. Could have added a little more detail up here. I don't know what I was going to put in here, but I never finished this. And I don't know if, I know it was not for this reason, but looking back at it, this arm is so broken. Like, this is such a bad arm. Like, I hate it because I think her face came out pretty good. But her arm is just broken, dude. That's just not how it's supposed to look. Also, hand is wrong. No, I meant the whole thing. Like, arm includes everything. Like, that's why I covered the whole thing. Like, everything's wrong with it. I think her body's technically also... Well, no, the body's vague enough that it could be correct. It's fine. And then I was going to add stuff over here, too. Oh, well. Yeah, no. Sucks. Because I think I did pretty good on her face. This was an assignment that I never finished because we did have to do realism in art class and I was not very good at it. I had like maybe 1 or 2 pieces that were good and I don't think they're in here. But this was the actress for Prim in the Hunger Games movies. Yeah, no, I cannot do realism. So I did not turn this in. It is bad. For some reason, I probably should have shown it just to prove that I'm not bad at like all realism. My realism studies of like just the nose, just the lips, just the eyes. Amazing. Very, very nice. Put them all together, can't do it. Nope. Oh, LMAOOO. Ooh, okay. I did not put... Okay, I'm gonna have to just cover this with my thumb. I guess I didn't put sticky note on these. I'm glad I looked before I put it on screen. I wonder if you can guess who this is. Real quick. While I'm showing this. This is also over... I think this is 12 years old. This is really old art. By the way, this is a gajinka of a character, if that can help. It's not... This isn't a character. It's a gajinka of a character. Technically not even a character. Can't tell, sadly. It is Rescue Rabbit. It is Rescue Rabbit. Someone requested on, I don't think it was Instagram. It was, I don't know if you remember the Amino apps. I was pretty big on Amino as well. Art Amino. I was on Art Amino. I did requests on there and someone was like, could you do Yu-Gi-Oh? I was like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes. Who? And they're like, Rescue Rabbit. I was like, oh, okay. Do you want it to be female, male? And you were like, I was being like very generous with my requests. They're like, a male and give him muscles. And I was like, there you go. He has a forearm muscle. And they said, thank you. I was like, really? Okay, that's it? Cool. Like I said, I could not draw guys. So, yeah, this is Rescue Rabbit somehow. Oh, it's cute, as I recall them. LMAO. Oh. And this isn't the only one, because I was very generous with this request maker. So generous that I also decided to do freaking Quillbolt Hedgehog. Here he is. It's something. This is also all colored pencil. The more colored pencil it is, the more you can tell that this was from like early on. He looks super cute. I mean, that's one word to describe him. Ooh. I like this one, but I think this was someone else's art and I just was trying to recreate it or like draw it myself. Never finished it though. I think it was probably too intricate for me at the time. Ooh, another one that was very intricate. I think was also someone else's art on like Pinterest or something. Okay, I think the pose was someone else's art on Pinterest, but the face and hair was my idea. I think I tried changing that at least. And then I was gonna change it to be more like fairy of like plants and stuff. But then I never finished it. Oh, I tore. Well, lovely. Ooh, my ReZero era. This was after I finished ReZero 1. I don't even remember what her name is. And I don't think she was in ReZero 2 or whatever the next season was. But I thought she was cool, and then she never popped up again. This is all watercolor here. Nice. Ooh, never did the background. Oops. Speaking of Gasai, Never finished it, but here's a sketch I did of her. This is just a random background that I was probably gonna make into a final like illustration at some point. A creepy woods area. Ah, the nightmare. We have the true nightmare. Aqua. I never finished her either. I don't know why. Probably just got bored or something. More ReZero. This one looks so much nicer. I don't remember which one this one was, though, of the maids. It was Rem or Ram. Aqua! It's Aqua, so it's... Oh, but you're not wrong. Rem, I think it's Rem. I don't remember, but... Also never finished it. Yay. Oh, this one's pretty... I feel like I could have done better with the clothes. But I think I did good on his yellow. Koro-sensei. I think the clothes was a little too blotchy. But I think I did okay with coloring him. I knew that hand anywhere. Yeah. Love that anime. Okay, these were more OC requests from people. Just random ones that people requested, and I did. Nothing new, nothing too special. Also just beat a rain team with Pearsong, Polytoad, nearly forgot my dailies. Hey, let's go. These look adorable, especially the top. I hope they like them too, whoever it was that requested those. Never finished this. I'm pretty sure this was around season 2 release of My Hero. That hand is messed up, but probably why I didn't finish it. This is one of my OCs. I think I was gonna draw him drawing, like in my chair at my desk, and then I never finished it. And I don't think I ever really kept drawing him either. Sad. Poor boy. Ooh, Food Wars. I never finished Food Wars, but I liked it for what it was. I read it a lot more than I did watch the anime. I really liked her. I forgot her name. Farm Girl. Never finished this. This was, I think, the cover of one of the mangas. This was like cover art for one of the mangas. Hey there, cherries. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, this was an OC I was gonna draw. I was just trying to like map out. This was like the thumbnail, I guess, kind of it. But I couldn't get all the folds for the clothes, and I had so many references for it that I just never did it, which sucked. I just couldn't find a good reference at the time. Ooh. This one's... It's not good, but it's not the worst either. When I have a redraw, which one's the better one? These both look trash, so I don't even know which one came first. And I don't think they have dates on them, because I never finished them. So I really don't know, but I did Gajinkas for Seviper and Zangoose. They're not very good, but I did them. I don't know which one was first and which one was second. I think I was supposed to have... One of these was supposed to be the better version. I'm assuming this one's the better version. They look the same, though. Like, I did not improve. Of course, I like them. Yeah, no, I liked the rivalry between those two mons. I might draw them again at some point when we do more Gajinka streams. Another one, I tried drawing like onto a background, but I didn't really know where I was going with it, so I didn't finish it. I also feel like they're leading to a rom-com style of enemies to lovers. I can see it. I can see it. Wish you got more of that in Pokemon LOL. Yeah. This one's just random. I think I was just testing out different eyes and hairstyles. Nothing special. This one's like bad though. Her eyes are way too big. And then she's like alien. Her cheekbones are way too high or emaciated. How'd you get into drawing? I always liked to doodle, but I got into drawing around 8th grade when I had to take an art class for school, and that art teacher was starting an art club. And since I had to do more after school activities, I joined the art club and I had a lot of fun with the class. And I just kept going from there. And then in high school, I learned what anime was, and it was all downhill from there. Because I was like, I want to draw these anime characters. But yeah, that's basically how. Before that, I'm not really sure. I just kind of like to doodle. Little doodles here and there. I don't know who this is. But I guess I never finished it. I think it's from Fate. I think it's from the Fate series. She looks very Fate-coded. I don't know why. Wish I joined art club. Would have been fun. Yay. It was pretty fun. This looks familiar. Yeah, I was like, I don't even know who this is, and I drew it. I think it's from the Fate series, though. She looks like a Fate character. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Going into some OC territory. I know I had female ones too. Maybe they're lower in the stack. Here's an OC called Axel, because that's edgy. I'm pretty sure I copied the hair off some other random anime character on Google Images, but I tried drawing the rest from like myself, and it's not great. And then Ace somehow looks both 15 and 52. I don't even know what's. I think he's just wearing like a robe. I couldn't do folds. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, that's 2 people, I guess. Love that you spelled it Axel. How did you do that? He looks old and young. I think it was the long face. Oh, here he is. Happy. Happy wasn't too hard to draw. No offense, Happy. I think the wings were probably harder than him. Hi, sir. Ooh, okay, this one's... I don't know if the camera will catch it, but you can tell where I wrote Lucy's name, that I was trying to draw, like, little kid Lucy, and then I gave up and just wrote, like, shifted to the left of the paper and started drawing, like, regular teenager Lucy. You see that giant smudge? Oh, you can see it. You can see it. Look, that's baby Lucy. And then I guess I just couldn't do it, so I erased it all. So it looks kind of funny. The enzymes need a catchphrase, Aloe. I need to come up with a good one, because y'all aren't going to have no lame, run-of-the-mill one. Happy Lucy, best Lucy. Ooh, this was a kind of friend, I guess, in high school. She asked me to draw her as an anime character on Instagram. I was like, sure, I guess. And this was the selfie she sent me. I was like, here you go. Ooh, early Urza. This one's bad. This one's really bad. Look at that. Her boobs. Look at her boob. Thought it was the girl from Ace Attorney, lol. Oh. Yeah, no, sorry, Urza. I did you a little better on the next one. Like the one that I showed earlier, kinda. Not that bad, but yeah, no, her eyes are all messed up, dude. And her face is kind of wonky looking. Not my best. Ooh. This one, I was also... You can definitely tell that I drew it. I swear I did. You can tell by Lucy's ear. Because it was so messed up. But I had a friend who really, really loved Fairy Tail, and she was like willing to pay me, and I said no because I had this in my binder for so long to like show off. But the eyes are off. Yeah, they're bad. This one was not too bad. It's also just pencil though, but it's that scene with Natsu and Lucy. I don't know if you can see on the ear, but there's like a lot of pencil marks because I like messed up her ear. But I drew this. And again, people were like, you traced it. I was like, no, I didn't. Look at how bad the ear is. The paper's basically tearing. It's so bad, but I got it done. Ooh, this one was a weird one. I had a friend from middle school ask for a request while I was in high school. I was like, I haven't talked to you in a long time. So I started it and then I never finished it. And I felt kind of bad, but also like, why are you requesting me when I don't even talk to you anymore, you know? But they wanted me to draw some Rosario vampire character, and she looked cute, so I just drew her. But I never colored her. Started inking, never finished. Roche. He's a little funky looking, but there he is. This one's face. I never finished it because I messed up the watercolor. I don't know if you guys know who this is. What, no Sting? LOL? I think I drew Sting. He's somewhere in there. Like I said, they're all mixed up. But I don't know if you guys know who this guy is. I think I have vague memories of this guy, like the anime this guy's from, being like pretty funny. What is it called again? Like Blood something? It's a vampire anime and the girl is like a ghost. And this is like the brother figure to the main character vampire. Blood Lad, I think, or something like that. The necktie sticks out. I thought he looked really cool, so I wanted to draw him. He was very vampire coded compared to the main character brother dude. But I never finished it because I messed up his collar with the watercolors. Not great. Ooh, this one was better. I never finished it, but it looks better. Wonder, did you do any Black Butler? I did not. I don't know how I missed the Black Butler train. Yeah, no one around me really watched or talked about Black Butler, so I just never really got into it. I barely knew it existed, in all honesty. It's kind of weird. It's weird how people miss certain things just because other people don't talk about it, huh? I just never really came across it until almost in college. I was like, oh, this is a thing. Oh, this is an old one. Huh. Hello, not one hell of a VTuber confirmed. I am not, unfortunately. But here's Gray. This is also Crayola color pencil, but I never finished it. I think I got tired because I realized he's shirtless, so his whole body was gonna be the same freaking color, and I was like, I keep coloring the same color for a whole page. I'm gonna lose my peach colored color pencil, so I just stopped. Ooh, I never finished this one, but I got really into after you could finish. Not that one. Start anew. But we had to do stippling, like the dots. I had to do that for an assignment, and I think I did like a Coke can, and then I was like, wait, I could do that for anime. And I was like killing my Sharpie markers, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop here. It's too much ink that I'm wasting. But these are all little dots. Oh, gee, that looks so cute. I wish I could have finished it, but I just ran out of ink in my markers. And then I realized I was gonna end up having to do the rest too. Like her hair, she has long hair back here. There was no way I was gonna finish this and the long hair. Love the detail and how it looks. I want to try doing this again. Stippling. Feels fun. Erased. This is a scan. I don't know where the original is, but I colored them in and then I didn't finish the background. Watercolor. Erased. Yeah, I loved erased. This is just some Pinterest character I think I saw. Gotta say, it could have been so good with the fumble. I know. I just choose to not... I choose to block that out. Not horrible, but here's Loki. Leo human form. Could have been better. But you know what? At least he's not super thick Lucy over here. I like, first of all, her legs are off. But then also I like widened her for some, I think I made her boobs too big and I didn't know how to compensate for her body without her looking like emaciated and not proportionate. So she looks like she's just super thick bodied, but very skinny pencil arms. And then I couldn't draw legs, so yeah, sorry, Lucy. I just realized the D&D character I told you is more or less Loki. Hey, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. Is it Mirrors the left arm is off? Left arm. Could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Here's butchered her, even though this wasn't even much detail to begin with, but sorry. Okay. So this was one of the other pieces I sent in for my AP art portfolio. Is bad. Or deserved feather aloe. I know. Actually, here's gray as well. May as well just get this out of the way since we're dealing with her. This one's pretty bad. I feel like his eyes are off and he's missing an eyebrow. Sorry. But so for AP art, what we were told, not that bad, debatable. What we were told was that for AP art, we were going to have to submit 10 pieces of original art that had a theme, and then 10 pieces that were just art that we liked, right? So I sent 10 pieces of just art, and then I sent, for my themed art 10 pieces, I did a short story manga. I don't know where the other pieces are because I had to print them out. I think I might still have the files somewhere on my PC though. I think. It is such a bad, like, I don't even know what the story is. The drawings are horrid. Like, the usage of filters and like screen tones is atrocious. This is so bad. I genuinely don't know how I got a 3 on my AP art exam, but I'll take it. Ha, 10 pieces for middle schoolers? Oh, yeah. Well, the 10 had to be, I decided, like, some people were like, I'll pick the theme of sadness, and then did 10 pieces related to sadness, right? I did 10 and was like, well, I'll just make a manga that's 10 pages long. There you go. Is a 3 good? A 3 is the middle of the pack. It's passing. A 5 is the highest you can get. 2 is failing barely, and 1 is like bad. 4 is pretty good. I genuinely thought I'd get a 2, maybe a 1 even. I somehow got a 3. I passed the art exam. I don't know how, but my teacher even put like nice like cardboard or something and put my piece on it so that it was more presentable than just a sheet of printer paper. It was embarrassing. This is so bad. Look, they don't have legs or feet. They don't have shoes. I just cut it off. I didn't finish drawing it. I don't even know what the story was, but this was 17-year-old Aloe trying to do his art pieces for an AP exam. Hey there, Robin. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hi, what's happening? Just embarrassing myself. This looks kind of cute. Oh, wait. LMAOO. That's what I'm telling you. Like, the standards were low. How did I pass this exam? This is only one of the pages, by the way. They're all ghosts, LOL. I think what happened is I shifted, like, this was probably all on one layer. And then I shifted it up because I drew it kind of low. So their feet were not in the picture because I didn't want to draw the feet. But then I realized there was too much empty space up here. So I think I shifted it all up. And that's how we got that. And somehow the judges, I guess, just didn't look at it. I don't know. Anyway. There's that. Okay, we're getting kind of to the... We're getting near the end. We're almost at the end, actually. Okay. Why are they feetless? They're all ghosts. I mean, the characters look good. LOL. They're their own level of not great either. I'll be honest, I don't draw feet in my art. I don't love to do it either. Just do clown shoes. I should have. Would have been kind of funny. Here's a Miku that I never finished. I think this was also someone else's art, and I just tried drawing it on here because I wanted to color it. Here's a slightly botched Saber. This was also all Crayola colored pencil. I didn't love the paper that this was on. So I think that's why I didn't try too hard and I didn't line it or anything. I really didn't like this paper. Senbon Sakura Miku? Yes, it was. Let's go. Let's go, man of culture, I see. Miku dayo. K-Star, I should do elf shoes. Ooh, elf shoes work too. Love the sword lighting. Yeah. I used not coloring. I used the white of the paper. Finally, I learned that that's a thing to get highlights as white as possible. Crayola has never looked so yummy. Thank you. I never finished this, but I wonder if you guys recognize this character. This was supposed to be another group shot. Multiple girls in this one. I'm blanking on the name of the show, actually, but I remember the premise of it. This was 100%, though, like, a soft Yuri, and I didn't realize it because I'm dumb. She looks familiar. She was, what was the show? I really liked the opening, too. What's the premise? So, it was an anime where this girl specifically, it was like 10 other girls or something that were trying to kill her. And she had a bodyguard that was another girl with short blue hair. And they were basically like, dude, they were basically a couple. She was her bodyguard. And the other girls were trying to kill her. I don't remember why. There was something about honey or some shit. Like, this girl was like releasing some kind of pheromone that made them... I don't remember. There was something with pheromones in it. And it was just these other girls trying to kill her. There's a girl who's really good with knives trying to kill her. There was some girl with bombs. There was one girl who turned out to be a freaking android robot. Like, it was wild. But I think the action is what got me. And the opening was really good. I don't remember what it was called now. I need to look up what it was called. It looks familiar. Yeah, Yuri. I didn't see it. LOL. What? Oh, so Yuri. It's one of those things. I don't remember. I just liked the action of like the other girls trying to kill her. So the blue-haired girl, because she's red hair, by the way. Blue-haired girl tried to protect her and whatever. It was just kind of fun seeing what each girl would try. One of them was like a poison specialist, stuff like that. Assassins. It was, yes, but assassins. It was something assassins, I think. I only ever seen the plot for like fanfic stuff. Let me look it up real quick, because I swear I know it exists. It's something. Assassins. Hold on. Let me see if I have the... I think I have the opening in one of my playlists. Akuma no Riddle. That's the name. Akuma no Riddle. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This one's old. I don't remember the full plot of it, but Akuma no Riddle was the name. Yeah. Yep, that exactly. Please be quirky. The opening was very edgy. It was very edgy, but I liked it. Honey Assassins. I'd low-key watch this. I mean, I remember it being fun. It was entertaining. I don't know if maybe it's just the edge. I was a edgy high schooler, you know? I don't know why I added this. This is a blank sheet of paper. Ooh, this one's not too bad. So here's Natsu. Crayola colored pencil. Not too bad. And then Lucy. Her eyes are too close to each other. Sorry. You edgy, I press X to doubt. Natsu. Yeah. Oh, here's another Natsu. It's a scan though. I don't know where the original is. This one's not as good. I feel like his head's too squished. You color the pink hair but not gray. I think I started with Natsu and then I was gonna do gray, and then I was like, never mind. Speaking of edgy, here's an edgy OC that I didn't want to draw the other eye for. I probably just drew one eye and then wanted to make it a character. Ooh, here's another stippling one. This one was less intricate. There's a lot more white space and her eyes are too big. I think that's why I redid it. This was probably the first one I tried. Should finish this character. Love her eye, lol. It's probably what I thought. I was just like, this is a cool eye. Let's make it a character. This one looks neat. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, okay, so we might get more into OCs, like old OCs, like actual OCs that I drew a lot of once we get to sketchbooks if we do this type of stream again later. But I did try messing with acrylic paints again, and I bought like these little boards at Walmart. I don't think you can see too much. I started with him and then I didn't like the head shape too much, so I didn't finish her. But these were like two of my older OCs, like not older, but like more recurring OCs. I drew these two a lot. And I think I drew them a lot in like relationship type poses, but they weren't supposed to be. I think it's just because that's the references I would find, but they were supposed to be just friends. They were supposed to be like sibling type energy. But all the poses I found were probably too much like relationship-y. They were just supposed to be friends. And then I just stopped kind of drawing them eventually. Finally. Okay, this one's not too bad. This one, Lucy looks kind of like Lucy. I'll have a playful gal messing with the guy who ain't playful. This Lucy's not too bad. I think this one's better. Also Crayola. Yeah. This is probably one of my only good Lucys. Ooh, okay. I think I tried redoing one of the pieces that I sent in for my AP portfolio, and this one didn't look as good. It's pretty similar, but I like messed up the little town. Doesn't look as good. This is more like artsy. This is one of the reasons I stopped drawing realism. This does not look that good. I think this is all Prismacolor, because I wanted to use the Prismacolors for her face, and then watercolor for the hair. I was gonna go with like rainbowy galaxy hair, and then just never finished this. Didn't love it. Oh, we need the comic of so me and my friend are besties, but everyone thinks we're being for your OCs. It reminds me of the boar scene from School Days for some reason. Oh, maybe. More Zentangles. I really had I wanted this idea of like, not boar. I said boar, but I knew you said boat scene because I knew you were talking about the last one. But I had this cool idea to do the Zentangles on like a colored background, kind of like reverse the like scratch, the little scratch thing with like the rainbow like neon back, and then you scratch off the black and it leaves the neon colors. kind of like that, but with the Zentangles. But I never finished it. Oh well. Same thing with this one. I just liked the idea of white Zentangles, so I wanted to try doing that on like a colored piece. This is supposed to be a hand, but I never finished adding any more details. I was just adding layers. Never finished it. Oh yeah, I know those. I missed that, man. I found it cool when I used them in elementary. Okay, we're getting into the last few ones. And these are more of like my artsy pieces. We're kind of done with the anime stuff, I think. But this was, I believe, my first ever painting from... This was the first painting I ever brought home from art club in 8th grade. And I still have it. And I swear to you, this is why like art isn't like beauty is in the eye of the beholder type thing. Because I genuinely remember thinking that I was like, this was like my calling to art. I was like, I love art so much. Oh my gosh, mom, look, I am an artist. And I remember my parents being like, yeah, you are, dude. You need to keep going. Keep going. I was like, yeah, I am. I love art. They had this up in the living room for 2 years before I was like, can I put it away? Not because I don't like it there, but because I have better stuff to post now. But they had this up in the living room and showed this to people. And I'm like secondhand embarrassment at how bad this is. And they showed this. They let this go up on the wall. I didn't know how to use paints. This is the first time I had ever used acrylic paints, dude. This is the first thing I ever did in art club. It's so bad. It's so bad. But I was so proud of it. And even though it's bad, I'm still like, I still have an attachment to this piece. Because it was the first piece I ever painted. It was like my first time ever going like, I want to keep doing art. Like this is fun. I want to keep doing it. So even though it's trash, like it's my trash, you know? It's not that bad. It's pretty bad. I will not lie to myself. This is bad. But also, like, I was new, so who cares, you know? It's fine. I've accepted it. I can draw better trees now. Also, that's probably kind of a precursor. If we ever do the sketchbooks, you will see that I draw a lot of trees because I thought I was so good at drawing trees because of that painting, dude. Remember that big context for the sketchbook. Okay, so this one I sent out for AP art for the portfolio as one of my 10 pieces of just random art. Yeah, this was literally just a collage piece that we had to do for art class and is not that good. It is pretty bad. It's like not creative at all. It's kind of just a thing that I did and I didn't have any other pieces to send in that I thought were good enough, so I sent this. Yeah, oh wait. I'm actually not going to show that anymore because I did not think about it, but it's all newspaper clippings and then it's like an Eiffel Tower and then for some reason I wrote opera on the side and there's like trees and little paths. The newspaper clippings though, because I used watercolor on this, or no I didn't, I used acrylic watered down to do a pseudo watercolor. You can kind of still see through the paint though to see the text, right? That was the whole point, that you could see through the text. I don't know if my location is on any of these scraps of newspaper, so I'm gonna put that away now and hope that you guys don't pause the VOD to go back and look. I don't see my hometown anywhere on it, but just in case it is, I'm gonna go ahead and put that away. LMAOOO. Hello, don't tip, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the one that I actually sent in. It's basically the same thing. I just didn't put the crappy little town that was horribly placed. This is the one that I sent in for AP art. Again, my AP art stuff was not that good. I don't know how I passed. This one looks kind of creepy, but I think was one of my better realism pieces. It's just pencil though. Will you focus? There we go. I never finished it, and it's scary because she's looking into your soul, but I think I got contrast pretty good on there. I'll open his mailbox and a million envelopes pop out from it. No, no, please. Don't dox me, please. We got a few pieces left. So I think I mentioned this. I was a huge Hunger Games fan in high school, middle school and high school. I started when the movie came out. I saw the movie and then I was like, I need to read this. And I read all the books and then I was waiting for every movie to come out after that. This is just a collage, just little scraps of newspaper. And I made a Mockingjay. This is for art. This is for my class. Yeah. And then we have, I think, 4 pieces left. So I'm gonna show. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 pieces left. I think I'm gonna show them in descending order. Like the worst one, the first one is gonna be the better of the 4, and then we'll go down the list. I don't think my name is. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. So this is one that I did for art, for my art class, and I submit this for my AP portfolio. I don't think this one's too bad. Kind of cool. Drag it. Yeah. This is charcoal. This is my first time ever using charcoal. It's pretty fun. I really liked it. You couldn't tell I really liked white charcoal. I liked the contrast. So this one's pretty good, I would say. Next up, this one's not as good. It's very scary, but believe it or not, it gets worse from here. This is Katniss Everdeen. We had to do a portrait of someone. This is my first time ever doing a portrait. It's not great, but for the background, because I didn't know what to do for a background, we were required to do one and be creative. I just wrote the script of the movie. That's what I did, and I thought it was cool, and my teacher liked it, and I think that distracted her from the fact that my portrait was not good. We need realistic enzymes now. No, you don't. Okay, these are the 2 worst and my last pieces. This was like a still life that we were supposed to do with oil pastels. I hate oil pastels. Both of these last 2 pieces are my only 2 ever oil pastel drawings, and I hate them. Actually, no, the bottom one isn't even oil pastel, which is what makes it worse. It was acrylic, and it's still trash. But I didn't really like this one. I hate oil pastels. They're too messy. They're too... Look, I'm already dirty. Ugh. Yeah, I hate this. And the last piece for the night. Ironic, in college we did a still life with rocks. That could be pretty cool, depending on how it's done. That could be pretty cool. I could see the potential. I see it. This is so bad. It is really bad. Supposed to be a sakura tree with mountains in the background, a galaxy up on top, and then just hills at the bottom. This was supposed to be done with acrylic paint. I still do not know how to use acrylic paint correctly. It looks neat. I genuinely think this is like my laziest piece. I do not like this one at all. Like, at all. I could probably fix it, but since I just never did, this is probably my least favorite thing. Even all the ugly anime characters, like, at least I was trying. This one feels lazy to me. Like, I feel disappointed in Aloe for this one. I'm like, you could have tried a little better, buddy. You rushed to this. You weren't trying. I'm disappointed. But all right. Oh, I almost flipped that over. I think my name's on the bed. Oh, no, it's not. I didn't write my name. Oh, yeah, I did. It's in pencil, but it's super light. You wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. But yeah, that should be it. Holy crap, I yapped for so long that we almost did reach the 3-hour mark. Oh, but okay. That's basically it. Let's go. We went through the first chunk of my art. I wonder if my sketchbooks will take as long. Only time will tell. I love yapping stream. Let's go. I haven't yapped this much in a while. I kind of feel it in my throat a little bit. That's weird. Oh. But yeah. hopefully another successful hand stream. Let's go. That means we should be able to have some more of these in the future. But yeah, you get used to it. Yeah. But yeah, that should be it for tonight. I have an early day tomorrow, so kind of a good thing that I didn't take 4 hours. But yeah, that should be it for tonight. I will post up the schedule probably Sunday evening for next week. I don't know how busy next week's going to be. I don't think it'll be as busy. I think I should be good. But for now, yeah, this should be it. Always have water on standby. I forgot it on the other side of the room. We demand 12-hour stream. Not JK. I'm not even going to lie. I think the first time I would ever do a 12-hour stream, it would probably have to be like a charity stream. If I do something that long, I would want it to be like a charity or something. So maybe if we get big enough, we can do a 12-hour, some kind of like miscellaneous 12-hour stream where we play multiple games. I'd be down to do that, but it would have to be like for a charity or some kind of good cause for it to be like worth it for me. But one day. But for now, that should be it. Thank you guys for another successful hand cam stream. Let's go. Gonna have like 20k subs by that time. Yeah, it would have to be pretty big for me to do something that big of a project. But one day. Ladies, hello and rest of all, thank you. But yep, that should be it. Thank you again to everyone that stopped by. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time it may be where you're at. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.